How about now? I keep forgetting, I mute the mic. Hello. Yes, you can hear me now. Sorry about that. I was gonna say, I added the chat to the screen, so we can now have that, because I started uploading, the videos of the streams. I have a new channel now. I have a channel called Masha Streams, on which I'm gonna uploading... Can you hear me now? Yes, people are saying they can't hear me. People are saying they can hear me. I don't know if you can. Let me check on my phone. Give me a quick second just to double check if you can actually hear me. You can. Okay, checking. Yeah, I can hear myself on my phone, so you should be able to hear me. But yeah, I was going to say, I have a new channel now called Masha Streams, on which I'm going to be uploading all my Twitch streams, because people have been requesting that, so if you want to subscribe there, you can do that. It's on YouTube, because Twitch only hosts streams for, I think, 2 weeks after the stream. Oh, I see someone redeemed on Instagram. I'm going to take a picture of that. And I will follow you after the stream. But yeah, so now Twitch only hosts the live streams for 2 weeks, I think, and YouTube hosts them forever, so I've been uploading them there. I saw, I think, Binsky gifted a sub, thank you very much for that, and Crazy Yarn Lady B, thank you very much for subscribing, I do appreciate that. I've added some stuff on the screen, so we've got the chat here, we've got a sub goal. My goal is to get 5 subs in 35 days, hopefully we are able to do that. I don't know why the 2 subs that were just gifted didn't go through on that, but that's probably because it's not on the starting screen. And then we have this thing for gifts. I think that's why there's a little coin in there. I'm still sort of figuring out how Twitch works. So yeah, someone redeemed an Insta. I took a picture of that. Are the lights new? Yes. You should be able to see a little bit better. It's a little bit brighter on the screen now. Someone redeemed another follow me on Instagram, so I will take a picture of that. For those who are watching on YouTube, because I did say I just created a new channel, for those watching on YouTube throughout the stream, I might say that the pattern is in the title of the stream. It is on Twitch. If you're watching on YouTube at a later point, then the pattern is in the description of the YouTube video. Yes, we can see brighter and better. Good. I did buy new lights. So that's awesome to hear. I still need to figure out how to configure the webcam properly, because it's a good webcam, and I feel like the video isn't that great. Like, it should be better. It should be better. So I need to figure out how to set up... I haven't taped it, so I'm going to do that now. I need to figure out how to set up the webcam properly. Alright. I also want to buy a new mic. I just bought the lights, and I'm going to buy a new mic at some point as well. So, new stuff is coming. You sound a bit weird, but that's probably just my PC. It might be your PC, it might be the mic. This is my second stream. Welcome! I posted my entry for your August challenge on your Instagram. Yes, I need to film my August wrap-up soon. Oh, someone redeemed a follow me on TikTok. Let me take a picture of that. I will do all of those after the stream. How do you get points? You get points by watching the stream. So once again, for those who are watching on YouTube at a later point, if you watch my Twitch streams live on Twitch, you get points for doing that just by viewing. If you're logged in and you're viewing, you are collecting points. And then you can use those points to redeem perks, like follows on Instagram and TikTok. I think right now I have a show me the back of the alpha redeem thing. I don't remember what else I have, but there's some stuff that you can do. I'm in virtual school. Oh, you should be listening to your teacher. You can watch these later. Do you like your new lights? I do. I wish that they were a bit more bright. I think they're not as bright as I hoped they would be, but they are okay. They are okay. What is your middle name? I don't have a middle name. I am Russian, though. Oh, I didn't actually put the pattern on screen. Let me find that. I am Russian, though, and in Russian we have, like, our father's name as our middle name. So I have my dad's, like, a version of my dad's name as my middle name. I don't know if I want to say it, because I don't know if he wants me to say his name out loud. Alright, what row am I on? I really don't know. What did I do? Oh, I'm on road 27, and I'm going from the left now. It is so windy right now in London. It is like, I don't know what is wrong. We normally don't have wind this strong, but it's extremely windy. It's like borderline a hurricane, so you might hear some wind outside. Hopefully not. Ooh! You got an emote. Ooh, thank you. I don't know how to... I need to press think. How do I say that? Narcissa3 subscribed with Prime. Thank you very, very much. And yeah, for those of you who don't know, if you have an Amazon Prime subscription, you can subscribe to the Twitch, to my Twitch for free. If you just link your Amazon Prime to your Twitch through Twitch Prime, you can subscribe for free. So you can do that if you want to. I'm doing AP work and watching you. That's awesome. Yeah, it's really, really windy. I actually got woken up during the night by the wind. It's like so windy and it's so loud. And in Thomas's room, there is a balcony. We have a balcony and it's you access it through Thomas's room. And it's like, oh, someone redeemed a follow on Instagram but didn't leave their Instagram username. So put it in, please. It makes a weird noise with the balcony. It's like a kind of, I don't know how to recreate it, but it's really weird and I don't like it. I need some more black. Where's my black? Someone asked me if I saw the other Derek pattern that someone posted, and I did, and that could be Derek's little sister or little brother. We can, who is Thomas? Thomas is my roommate, my flatmate, and also my friend from uni. I live with him. And I want to make the pattern is Derek's brother. Yeah, that's actually two separate dinosaur patterns that are sort of like the same rainbow thing. My Insta is this. Alright, let me take a picture of that. I took a picture of that. So I will follow you after the stream. If anyone requested a follow, but I don't follow you within, let's say, 24 hours, because I said 1 hour last time and it ended up taking me much longer than that. But if I don't follow you within like 24 hours, drop me a message and I will follow you back. There we go. But yeah, I really want to make the Derek family. I really want to make the other Derek dinosaurs because they look really cute and I think they could make a nice little family. So we need to I did that the last time. You were so sweet. I don't know what that is about. But yeah, I want to make all the Derek family. We could make them on stream as well, and we can like think of different names for them. I think that could be kind of a cute thing that we can do on stream. It would be cute if you made a Derek collection. I really want to, yeah. I really want to. I filmed a tutorial yesterday. I haven't been posting as many tutorials recently because, I don't know. They take quite a lot out of me, honestly. Tutorials are very time-consuming to do and they take a lot of mental energy to like prepare and do. And so I've been kind of slacking recently on the tutorial department. But I did film a tutorial yesterday. I need to actually finish the bracelet before I can finish filming because I finished the bracelet and then I filmed the intro and the outro. But I need to do that because it takes a while to do, but hopefully that should be up. Where is my ruler? I have a ruler that I use to push the knots up. And I can't find it. Oh, it's right behind me on my bed for some reason. Good morning, good morning. It's like afternoon for me, evening rather. It's like 4 p.m. But good morning. Hey Mash, I want to follow you on Insta, but I'm not old enough to get one. Can you friend me on Bracelet Book instead? I definitely would. I have nothing against friending people. In fact, I want to friend all of you. But there's 4,000 friend requests, even more I think by now. And I literally cannot friend all of you. So I'm really sorry. I ordered string from the Amy Rose jewelry mentioned, so maybe they'll send you some more free threads. I mean, I'd love that, but I'm not gonna force them to lose money on sending me free stuff. But yeah, their string is great. This is the string that I'm using, actually, the rainbow string. What's the bracelet that you did the tutorial for? Let me show you. I don't remember the pattern, but you can find it on my to-dos if you want. This is the pattern that I did the tutorial for. But this is the front, but you're actually supposed to look at it from the back. It looks much better from the back because of the waves. And I don't know if I'm very happy with the color combination that I chose, but it was supposed to be sort of sunflowers, and then this was supposed to be like the sky or something. So yeah, this is the tutorial that I did. This is what it looks like from the front. I don't particularly like it. I think it looks better from the back. And I don't remember the pattern, but it's in my to-dos somewhere. Claire made this pattern. And then a top tip, if you want to tape down your bracelet but it has a loop, and it's quite difficult to do that, attach some string through the loop and then tape that string down like this, so it still has something that's holding it, but you're not actually taping down the bracelet itself. So yeah, I filmed a tutorial on that. It's actually going a little bit wonky, which I'm going to mention once I finish it, but like, look. So this is the loop, and this is where the bracelet goes. To be fair, the camera is sort of at an angle, so it's also... Oh, Thomas just left to the gym, I think. The camera is also at an angle, so it distorts what it's supposed to look like, but like this is the straight line. And see how the bracelet curves to the right? Like it's not supposed to do that. See how much of it is underneath that? Like it's not supposed to curve like that. So I think that's because this is one of those bracelets that doesn't use all of the knots. So a normal pattern sort of fills in all of the knots within the pattern, and this one doesn't, so there's like some knots missing, which is why you can see the string sticking out from the sides and stuff. But because of that, because I make my forward knots, I think, tighter than I do my backward knots, that's why I think it's sort of curving to the right, but I'm not entirely sure. A normal, yeah, I also said that in the tutorial and I had to correct myself. That's an annoying phrase. Can you speak Russian? I can. Do you want me to on the stream? Потому что я могу по-русски поговорить. If you want to see me speaking Russian, I did videos back in the day, in like 2015, on my Masha Knots channel. About, like, I did tutorials and stuff, and I did them in Russian. So yeah, that was a little sneak peek for you of the tutorial that is coming up. I have a website. My aunt lives in Russia, so I want to send her the link. I don't think they have a website, but if you are in Russia, okay, let me put it. The website that I buy it from when I'm in Russia, I'm going to put in the chat. You have to actually type it in Russian. Put a full stop. I put it in the chat. Put a full stop between where the space is, or just Google that. It should be the top link. That's the website that I usually order from when I'm in Russia. How do you get points? You get points by just watching the stream. With time, you will get points. So yeah, how are you guys anyway? How are you doing? I just want to know, you know? I've been doing great recently. Oh, I've been doing so great. A lot of stuff happened. I finally got my official confirmation that I've completed my university degree, which I was waiting for a really long time. What's a full stop? Just a period, just a dot. Is that a British thing? Do Americans not say that? Just a dot, put a dot. Like in .com, put a dot. That's what I mean. But yeah, I finally got my confirmation that I completed my university degree, which I was kind of worried about because I wasn't getting it for a really long time. And I finally received it, so I should be getting my diploma relatively soon. When I do, I'm definitely posting a picture of that because I worked hard for that. And I'm really excited. Although, to be fair, I am also dreading the fact that I'm now officially a graduate, I guess. Someone redeemed Show Us the Back. I will show you once I finish this row. But yeah, I'm really happy because finally, you know, I was so stressed these 3 years, like trying to get everything done to finish. Like it was, especially with like Corona and everything this year, graduating this year was just a mess because we didn't have like half of the lectures. And we didn't have as much tutor support as we should have had for like our dissertations and stuff. Everything was virtual and it was just such a mess. So it was really stressful. But I'm just glad to be done with it, you know? I'm glad to finally be done with it. But I'm also extremely terrified because I'm now an official adult, you know? I have to do adult stuff now and I don't know how and what to do. This is looking so good so far. Thank you. Making knots help me overcome panic attacks. Thank you. That is so awesome to hear. I'm really, really glad to hear that. That That is amazing. I've had a couple of people message me saying that, yeah, that making bracelets and stuff has helped them with their mental health, and that's really amazing. And I can relate. I mean, I struggle with depression, as I've mentioned before, and like other mental health issues, and bracelets definitely helped me as well, so I can definitely relate to that, and I'm really happy that, you know, this amazing hobby has helped other people. Did Thomas graduate? Yes, we are both graduates now, which is awesome. And weird, because now I have to find a job, and I don't know how to do that, you know? How do you find a job? I feel like nobody taught me how to do these things. I mean, to be fair, they actually tried. We had a bunch of, like, career lectures where they taught us how to, like, build a resume and how to go on interviews and such, but, like, still, you know, I still feel very unprepared for trying to find a job. What sort of job do you want to work for? Well, I went to university for game design. For those of you who didn't know, I spent 3 years creating video games. Mostly coding, but also just like actually designing games, so like game mechanics. Trying to design games that are fun, which is actually a lot more difficult than you might imagine. There's a lot that goes into game design, which I didn't even think about before I started studying it and stuff. But yeah, there's not only that, but we also did like a bunch of animation, 3D modeling. I don't know, what else did we do? Visual storytelling, sort of like for the cutscenes and stuff, so like filmography a little bit. There's a lot of what we did. But I don't know, something in that area, maybe. Maybe something in like media related, I'm not sure, but we will see. I'm still going to be doing YouTube though, so don't worry. YouTube is something that I want to continue doing for as long as you guys want me here. So yeah, maybe start selling bracelets so you can build a website. I mean, I don't want to sell bracelets because I feel like there's a lot more of you than there are of me. And I would get overwhelmed, and I just don't want to do that. I mean, what do? I sometimes send bracelets to my patrons through the gift packages. So like if you want a chance to get my bracelet, you could do that, although to be fair, that is relatively rare. I usually send, oh yeah, I wanted to show the back. This is what the back looks like currently. This is what the back looks like. Yeah, to be fair, I usually send like materials and stuff, but I do sometimes send my bracelets there, and even that I find a little bit overwhelming. I need to send multiple packages a month, so I need to like go to the post office all the time. So yeah, it's a lot. I just became a patron this morning. I saw you join the Discord. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for becoming a patron. Your gift package is gonna come relatively soon. I think I owe 2 right now, 1 to you and 1 to another patron that just joined, I think, a couple of days ago. But all the other ones I sent out already. So yeah, I send gift packages every other month to patrons, and that adds up to me having to do it every month because there's quite a few of them. So yeah, I don't know, I feel like selling would get a bit overwhelming. Plus I don't really want to make that my job, if that makes sense. Like I don't want to make bracelets as a job. Although I guess that's what I'm doing now. I don't know. I don't know. We shall see. But yeah, adult life is really weird. It's really weird. I still feel like a teenager, and I'm not. I'm 22. And it's like, you know, it's so strange. The older you get, the more you realize that adults don't really exist. You know what I mean? Like, everyone who seems like a put-together adult is just like a grown-up child. Like, nobody is actually an adult. Everyone's just like grown-up children. I don't know. It's just really strange. My sister is 23 and she's a nurse. That's awesome. That's awesome. I don't know what I am. Yeah, other people seem to have like their lives put together and stuff. I don't know what I'm doing. But hopefully I'll figure it out. I'm 21 and I feel like a 16-year-old. Exactly. That's exactly how I feel. That's exactly how I feel. I feel like a 16-year-old. And I don't know what I'm doing. But if you look on paper, you know, I have all the criteria of an adult. Like, I'm living alone. I'm financially independent from my parents as of this year. Well, mostly. I think I was completely financially independent in, like, February or something. I live alone. I'm financially independent. I'm married. I finished university. I'm starting to look for a job. Like, I have all the criteria of, like an adult, but I don't feel like one, so it's really weird. Do you have a portfolio where we could see your animation, design, 3D modeling, and other art? Not really, because that was not really what I focused. I mean, I have some of my works. I guess I could compile a portfolio because I've done some of that. But even at uni, I was never really 3D animation and modeling. I never really got into that 3D modeling. I tried it. I cannot. It's not my thing at all. 3D modeling is not my thing. I can't do it. Animation, I tried a bunch. It was kind of fun. I don't really have a portfolio for that. I have more of a portfolio for games because like even while I was doing that, I was still mostly focusing on like actually developing the game. And also I focused a lot on UI design and sound design. That's what I did quite a lot actually. I did sound design a lot. It would be lovely to see your art and games. Well, maybe I can show you at some point, maybe on stream. But yeah. Sorry if the the auto mod is timing people out and stuff. But I tweaked the settings of the auto mod because I realized that it was getting really annoying. I tweaked the settings of the auto mod so it now actually, what is that, a helicopter or something? I think so. I tweaked it so that it doesn't punish you as often as it did before, but I think it still might be a little bit too often because I can see it punishing people. But it used to delete everyone's messages, so as soon as it would punish you for something like really small, it used to delete your entire like chat of messages. I don't think it does that now, or at least it's not supposed to delete all of your messages. I think it still does actually. 5 messages were deleted, 9 messages were deleted. It shouldn't be doing that. And it also times you out for much less than it did before, only 60 seconds. I think before it was like a couple minutes, which was ridiculous. But yeah, I might tweak it again. I think it's still a bit too harsh. How do I check my points? I actually don't know. Hopefully someone can tell you that, because I don't know what it looks like through your end. I can only see what I see from my end. I'm 17 and very afraid to grow up. Honestly, can relate. That was me at 17. But, I mean, take this from a 22-year-old, so I'm not grown up by any means, really. But, yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna get back to this, but I started working with a therapist. I didn't used to have a therapist. I only really started going to therapy very recently. I've only had like a couple of sessions now, but I find it very therapeutic, obviously, since it's therapy. But I've been enjoying it quite a lot, and I've realized that like my issues with my mental health actually started because I was afraid to grow up at about that age. So I feel very protective of people at that age. So yeah, that kind of hits me hard. But yeah, don't be afraid. I was terrified, and that gave me a whole lot of mental issues. It's really not that scary. Like, as much as I'm saying now that I'm terrified of, like, finding a job and stuff, it's good problems to have, you know? You become more independent. You don't change as much as you think you would change. It's just kind of you, but, like, a continuation. And life just goes on, you know? You figure it out. So, yeah, don't worry about it. Oh, Jake is here. Hello, Jake. Oh, I think I should push it up a little bit. Jake subscribed again at tier 1. He's been subscribed for 2 months and is currently on a 2-month streak. Thank you very much, Jake. I appreciate your support. And for those of you who don't know, Jake is a friend of mine from university. I actually want to be a therapist. That's a great job to have. I actually have a friend of mine who just got into university to study psychology to potentially become a therapist, because that's what she wants to do. Can you post your older streams to your YouTube as well? I can't, because I don't have access to them. They're gone. They have been disappeared, unfortunately. Twitch only holds them for 2 weeks, I think, and I wasn't going to create a new channel until very recently, and I uploaded the streams that I was able to upload. So yeah. Sound designing, that sounds so awesome. I literally started crying. Seriously, I always start to... Oh, and I started to cry last time you mentioned mental health and therapy. I'm not kidding, therapy is the best. Therapy is the best. I've been enjoying it quite a lot. I actually have an appointment tomorrow. I've been seeing my therapist weekly and it's been good. I cried on the 2nd session. I feel like that's a personal record. I mean, anything I did would be a personal record since I've never been to therapy before, but you know what I mean. Like, it feels like an achievement. I cried on the 2nd session. The 1st session we sort of were just meeting each other and like, I was giving her like background info on me, my life, people surrounding me and stuff like that. But yeah, cried on the 2nd session. That's like a beautiful achievement. But it's been great. I actually find it, like I'm relatively close to my family. Quite close to them, I would say. I talk to them quite a lot. I talk to my mum basically every day, like for multiple hours, so I share my problems with them as well, but it's always good to... Where's my Googler? Where did I put it again? Didn't I just have it? Where is it? Oh my god. Oh, there it is. I put it to the back again. There we go. But yeah, it's always good to talk to, first of all, a professional who can actually tell you, because I'm self-diagnosed with depression, right? I assume that that's what I have, but I haven't actually been diagnosed, so it would be good for her to diagnose me, so I can have like a professional opinion. And also it's just good to talk to someone other than the people in your life, you know, because you don't always want to bore them with your questions and your problems and stuff, so it's been good to do that. So definitely, if you have the opportunity, try and do that. I think it's good for anyone, even if you don't have any mental health issues. I think therapy can be very enlightening. My main goal from this whole ordeal is to, I guess, become more emotionally intelligent. That's something I really value. I really value emotional intelligence in people, and the ability to communicate one's feelings. So yeah, that's what I strive to be. I strive to be more emotionally intelligent. So hopefully she'll be able to help me figure out my emotions, where they're coming from, and a better way of dealing with them, I guess. So yeah. Sorry for spamming this question, but how's the generator going for Bracelet Book? I actually haven't worked on it for quite a while. Thank you for reminding me. I should really get back on that. I sort of work on it in bursts, and I should get back on that. It's a good thing that you reminded me. I was saying something. There was... Oh yeah, sound design. I wanted to talk about sound design. Sound design is really fun. We had a whole course on it. I also just did my... we had a separate gaming course where we were just studying game design, but we also had a separate sound design course, and I ended up doing the final coursework for the gaming course by basically exclusively doing sound design. That was really fun. Sound design is really fun. It is really fun, especially for games. I find it really fun. I never really wanted to be like a musician or like a DJ or something, even though that sounds incredibly interesting, and like potentially I would want to try that someday, but not really like do it. But sound design for games I think is really, really cool, because it depends on stuff. Like just having a scene, right, where there's like a bunch of objects. So for example, the scene that I was doing for my coursework, I had a I always remember that one lecturer who you hate. I always remember that one lecturer who hated you. Yeah. We can talk about that in a little bit. I also didn't actually like the sound design lecturer that much. Or rather, I feel like he didn't like me. Is that the one you're talking about? Because I think you're talking about the one for... what was it? What was the course? It wasn't animation. Motion graphics, that's what it was. Motion graphics. I don't know which one of them you're talking about. It was the woman, I can't remember her name. Yeah, the form for motion graphics. She despised me. We can talk about her in a little bit. That's a fun story. But I think the sound design guy didn't really particularly like me either. I'm still very mad. I think, oh yeah, we did a video. I think I did a video with Thomas on my second channel where we talked about our university experiences. And I think we discussed that at one point. But the lecturer for sound design, we had a coursework we were supposed to do, and I did it, right? Am I doing this correctly? Yes, I am. This row is exactly identical to the previous one. I did the coursework, but there was a specific word count. There was a specific word limit of how many words you were supposed to have in the coursework, and I ended up going way over that. I wrote much, much more than I was supposed to, which is kind of unusual for me, actually. I usually go under, but I went way over because I was really passionate about sound design. And then when I realized that I'm way over the word limit, and not just like over the word limit, I think they give you like a 20% leeway. I was way over that 20% leeway as well. So, oh, thank you, Sarah Bell, for subscribing with Twitch Prime. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Oh, someone redeemed a follow on Instagram. I'll take a picture of that. But yeah, I was way over the word limit, so I ended up having to cut down a lot of that coursework to be able to submit it, because otherwise I would get penalized for having it way over the word limit. And I submitted it, and basically the way the grading system works in the UK is anything above, which I think is personally, coming from Russia, I think it's really weird, because like a first class mark in Russia is anything over 90, or like even 95, I don't remember. So something really, really high is a first class mark in Russia. But in the UK, a first class mark is anything over 70. And he gave me like a 65 or something, so like a couple of points below the first class mark. which I was confused by because I thought I did a really good job, and I was like, well, what? And so I decided to listen to the feedback, and the feedback that he gave me, he's like, oh, I feel like you could have written more. What? I was so annoyed by that because, like, I specifically cut down my writing. I specifically had to cut it down. I spent hours trying to fit it in the word limit, cutting out giant pieces of it to be able to fit it in the word limit, and now you're telling me that you could have written more? I was really mad at that. I still haven't forgiven him for that. I did set up a meeting with him to discuss it and to sort of dispute my mark, but I ended up missing that, I think, and then I felt embarrassed for missing that, so I never ended up, even though I did warn him that I'm gonna miss it, like I didn't just not show up, I did warn him, but I was still kind of embarrassed that I missed it, so I ended up not meeting with him, and I should have stood my ground. But that was really annoying, like, oh, you could have written more. Anyway, sound design is great. I think it's really awesome, especially in games, because like you have a scene and you have a bunch of objects. For the coursework that we did, we had an office scene, and there was a bunch of objects like a printer, a drinks machine, a computer that was typing, I don't even remember what was there, a cooler, just like a bunch of objects that made noise, right? So there was background noise that I had to like edit to make it sound good, but there was also noise for each object. Need to insert some more white string. Ooh, this is too short. This is just right. Oh, do you know what? I'm gonna take the washi tape and insert with that because I actually have some washi tape left over. So let's use this beautiful washi tape. So yeah, I had an office scene and I needed to make sounds for all the objects, and it was really fun to do because imagine a game, right? And you're walking in an office scene. As you walk up to the computer, you start hearing it. As you walk away from it, you don't hear it anymore. And same for all the other objects. You walk up to the printer, you start hearing the printer noises, but if you walk away from it, you don't hear it anymore. That was really fun to program. That was actually really easy to program, surprisingly. I thought it was going to be much more difficult. But that was really fun to do and really easy. And yeah, and you edited all of the sounds to make them sound just right and just how you want them to, and it was really fun. I had a lot of fun. One of the coursework that not the coursework, so it was more of like an exercise during like lectures, because our lectures were like, what, 3 hours I think for that course, because the lecture and the lab were together, so it was like a 3-hour lecture. And one of the exercises that they told us, they put us in groups and they gave us microphones and they gave us a list of stuff that we should go out and record, and we went out just into the city, into different places. They gave us like an hour, I think, or like half an hour, I don't remember, to do that, and we just went into the city and we recorded a bunch of different sounds, and it was really fun. We got to use them then in like different exercises. Anyway, I'm glad that I finished uni, I really am, but I'm also gonna miss that, you know? It feels really weird that September is starting and I don't have any school to go to. Like, throughout my entire life, I always had school to look forward to in September, and now I don't. That is weird, I must say. Are my notes in alpha supposed to be slanted? Yes. Well, at least that's the case for pretty much everyone that I know, so yes. Do you know how to embroider? I do not, but I really want to try. Derek is almost finished. Not really. I think the tail is actually quite long. I currently finished row 29, and Derek finishes on row 49, so we've got 20 rows to go of the tail. But we did finish the face, the legs, and the little Derek butt. So we're just going into the tail. Hopefully we actually get this done on this stream. There's some really pretty embroidery kits on Wish. I need to do that. Does only watching the stream give you points? Yes, if you watch this Twitch stream, you get points. But I think only if you watch it live. I don't think you get it for anything else. And only if you watch it on Twitch while logged in. Do you unfollow people after redeeming a follow? I mean, I never have. I don't know if I will. Maybe I will if someone starts posting some, I don't know, bad things. I might unfollow, but that's never happened before, so I don't want to say I never will in case someone tries to take advantage of that. But that's never happened before, so in case you're worried, like, don't worry about it. My cat broke my plate. Oh, I'm sorry. What am I doing? I feel like I did it a little bit incorrectly. I think Oh no, I feel like it's going a little wonky. The rainbow string is a little bit thicker than the rest of the string. And I don't know why, because it looks like it's not, but it is. Alright, there's a really long message. I'm going to try to read that. For a person who says relatively often, I don't know how to be an adult. You seem very adult-like and intelligent. Oh, thank you. I feel very privileged to be able to hear what you have to say. Aww. I understood questioning this adulthood thing comes from fear, but the essence of adult life is realizing that there is no such thing. Exactly. That's just what I said. Adults are just grown-up children, and that's really weird to comprehend. Thank you for being you and telling us about sound design, game music, etc. And this is my second language, so sorry for that. Don't ever apologize for mistakes in English if English is your second language. It is such an achievement to be able to learn a second language. That is just awesome, so just don't apologize, honestly. It's great. Thank you. I mean, that's very sweet. That's very nice of you to say. Thank you very much. I try to be adult-like and intelligent, I guess. I don't know how successful I am at that, but I try to be. As I said, like, emotional intelligence is something that I really value, and I strive to be more and more emotionally intelligent. I don't know. People keep asking me about, like, oh, if I'm ever gonna have kids and stuff. I assume they ask me that because I'm married. I think if I wasn't married, people wouldn't be asking me that question as much, but I don't plan on having kids anytime soon. But even when I do decide I want to, like, I still want to... There's a lot of... It's not just the fact that I'm young and stuff, and the fact that I don't have my own place yet. I live with Thomas, I mean. Like, there's a bunch of, like, financial things that you want to have before you have kids, but, like, one of the main factors I want to have before I decide to have children is I want to be confident in my own emotional intelligence, if that makes sense. I want to know that, like, I won't just start screaming at my children if they decide to annoy me that day, and I would have enough emotional intelligence to, I don't know, be calm about that. I don't know how to, I feel like you guys know what I'm trying to say, but I don't know exactly how to articulate it. So yeah. There's a lot of things that need to be done before I decide to have children, because I see that question asked a lot, so I just felt like answering it before someone actually asked me. Here. I see my face in the chat, that is really weird. But the emote did finally get uploaded. Yeah, Twitch took, I think, about a week to finally upload the emote, but now I have that emote, so feel free to use it. It's supposed to be sort of like a not bad type of face, but I don't know, I screen capped it from one of my videos. Sometimes I make the weirdest faces in my YouTube videos, and I didn't realize that I do them, so yeah. Has Thomas made cookies? Thomas makes cookies every single night, and it's so annoying because he does it during the night. Like, he has a really weird sleeping schedule where he falls asleep, like, really late at night, sometimes even, like, early in the morning. How come you aren't asking for people's acts when they redeem a follow? They usually put it in the message, and I just take a picture of it. If I missed one, let me know, but I don't think I did. What was I saying? Yeah, he has a really weird schedule where he sleeps during the day, so he ends up making cookies during the night, and I really don't want to eat the cookies during the night. Like, I don't mind eating the cookies, I just want to do that during the day and not at night. So I get really annoyed at him, but he's been trying to perfect the perfect, like, cookie recipe, and he's been really unhappy so far. I think he made, like, 6 or 7 different batches, and they all come out a little bit wrong. Personally, I think they're great. I don't know what he's on about. I think they're amazing, but he is striving for perfection, and he's not quite satisfied with the recipe that he's been doing. So yeah, he's been making a ton of cookies, and it's annoying. But I think he's stopped now. He's sort of given up. He can't perfect the recipe, and he's given up. So yeah. To be fair, I think it's the oven. I'm not a very great cook, but I consider myself a pretty good baker. Like, I can bake quite a lot of stuff quite well, because I was really close with my grandma growing up, and she lived with us for a while, and she bakes a lot, and so she taught me all the baking recipes and stuff. So yeah, I consider myself to be quite a good baker, but the oven that we have at home in Russia is a gas oven, and it runs with, like, fire in it. But in here, we have an electrical oven, and it doesn't run with a fire. It has, like, a fan in it, and so I think because of that, it just turns out different. I wasn't able to do any of the recipes that, like, my grandma has. I don't understand how to work the oven, so I can't do it. So yeah. Oh, I missed quite a lot of questions. Have you shown your camera setup? I have shown it. I actually took a video of it on my Instagram story if you want to see. My webcam is right there. It's on like a mini tripod. I have a light over here. I have another light over there. I just got these lights recently, so that's currently what it is for the stream. And then I film upside down, and then the stream software flips it right side up again, so I don't have to have the camera in front of my face. It's behind the bracelet, sort of over there. But yeah, that's the stream setup. If you want to see it, you can see it on my Instagram story. But if you want to see the YouTube video setup, I did a whole video on my second channel, which is Maria Makarova, which is my real name. I did a video on how I make my videos. So you can see the setup over there. Do you guys eat together? Sometimes. Sometimes we cook together and then we eat together. Sometimes we decide to cook separately. Sometimes we're not in the mood to eat together, so we eat separately. It really depends. It's just whatever we're in the mood for. Sometimes we just order food and just eat whatever we order, like, I don't know, Chinese or something. So yeah, gas ovens are the best, I agree. I have trust issues from thinking that raisins are in cookies are chocolate chips. Can relate. Can relate. Alright, what am I doing? Someone asked, what do you do about hate comments? I don't get as many as you would probably think I do, which I am very surprised by. I thought I would get many more hate comments than I actually am. This is not an encouragement, by the way, if anybody's watching now and decides to like troll me and post a bunch of hate comments. This is not a challenge. I'm just saying, I was fully prepared to deal with many more hate comments than I am now. But the negative comments that I get are mostly comments by angry people who are unable to do the bracelet that I'm showing in the tutorial. I have a lot of angry comments on my chevron tutorial saying that, oh, this doesn't work, don't follow this tutorial, and blah blah blah. Which, by the way, that video hit 1 million views recently, and I am so surprised. Like, that blew me away. I accidentally noticed it. I wasn't even trying to, like, I wasn't keeping track of it. I just accidentally noticed. Someone asked me, like, oh, how many views does your most popular video have? So I checked it, and it was 1 million. I was like, what? But yeah, I get comments on, like, my chevron tutorial and, like, other tutorials as well of people saying, like, oh, this doesn't work, don't try this, guys, this is the worst tutorial ever, blah, blah, blah. Which isn't necessarily hate comments, it's just, like, angry people. But I do get sometimes hate comments on my appearance, which is obviously not nice to receive. People call me names and point out features that they don't like in my face and in my body, I guess, which I don't really show, but still, people point that out. I don't know, I feel I am a person who definitely struggles with, like, body image and stuff, and I do have a lot of insecurities, but I also weirdly, I don't know how these two things fit in my mind and how they work in my brain, but I am weirdly sort of self-assured in the sense that when other people tell me negative things about myself, I don't internalize that whatsoever. I don't know how that happened, because when I tell myself that I don't like something about myself, I internalize that a lot, but when someone else tells me, I get super defensive and I'm like, oh no, well, you're not right, that's not true, and I don't internalize that whatsoever. So that's actually been really good, because I genuinely thought hate comments about my image would offend me, and would affect me much more than they do, and I've been really surprised that they haven't, and I'm really happy about that. So yeah, they just happen. I don't know, I mostly ignore them. Sometimes I decide to respond a little bit, but generally I ignore them, and I don't get them as much as you might think I do. What are the bonus chests for the points? I don't actually know what you guys are seeing, but there's a bunch of different rewards for which you can redeem your points. And I think it should actually say on the rewards what they are for. But there's a Instagram one, not a Twitch one, a TikTok one, so you can redeem a follow on there. I think there's Show Me the Back, and then a bunch of other stuff, Truth or Dare, Would You Rather, that kind of stuff. Masha, why don't you just leave all the strings on bobbins? Not sure how you spell it, that is how you spell it. Instead of cutting it off so you don't have to keep inserting the new ones. I used to do that, but I found that I don't find that comfortable at all. I've been knotting for a really long time, so the knotting process, someone redeemed to Show Me the Back. I'll do it in just a second when I finish the row. But yeah, someone says using string on bobbins gets so annoying. Yeah, I have been knotting for so long that the actual process of creating the knot is like basically like I don't even think about it when I do it. I just do it, and the motion of it is different when you have the bobbin attached. Like you have to actually think about how the bobbin is going around the string. Whereas right now, like my finger's just doing all the work. Like I'm not even like I'm doing this. I'm not even thinking about it. It's just automatic. And it's a bit of a different motion when you have the bobbin attached. So it actually takes, like you would think you're saving time on attaching the string, and yeah, I guess you kind of do, but with each knot it increases the time of the knot being made. So altogether I find that it's not productive for me to do that. Let me grab a drink of water. I'm just gonna be quiet for a second. I need some water. Give me a minute. Masha, you should have a bot to tell people how long you've been streaming for if they don't know how to check. I really need to set up a bot, honestly. Sorry, I need to set up a bot that will be able to tell you like the pattern number of whatever I'm doing, the maybe tell you the rules of the chat, because there's some rules like no spamming. I don't remember all the rules, but there are some rules of the chat that the automatic mod looks for. Where's the chat on the screen? I added it now, so people who watch on YouTube can see the chat as well. But yeah, what was I saying? I do need to set up a bot. I just haven't been doing that yet, but I will at some point. What is a raid on Twitch? I'm not 100% sure. Oh yeah, I wanted to show you the back. This is what the back looks like at the moment. It looks beautiful. I'm not 100% sure what raids are, to be honest, but I think it's when someone else moves their viewers to your Twitch stream. That's how I understand it. Have to go now. Have a nice day. Have a nice day. Did you get Disney Plus yet? No, there's no free trial. I wanted to get a free trial because I don't actually want to buy it. Like, I don't want to watch anything on Disney Plus. Like, I'm not really interested in that at the moment. I might at some point, but like I have a Netflix, I have a Twitch, not a Twitch, an Amazon Prime, Amazon Video. I feel like I have enough video streaming services. Like I don't watch enough to justify paying all of that per month. And there's nothing specific that I want to watch on Disney Plus except for maybe Hamilton, which people have been forcing me to watch. But yeah, I wanted to do the free trial and just watch it, but there is no free trial at the moment. So, yeah. A raid is when you send all your watchers to another stream in one go. Helps share the love. Usually new viewers spam emotes and it hypes up someone else. Ooh. I should do that at some point. I don't know how to, but I should do that at some point. Do you have Netflix? I do. I share it with Thomas and a bunch of other people. How long have you been streaming for? 52 minutes. People are still making fun of me for the water thing. I appreciate that. Oh yeah, I wanted to tell the story of that lecturer that didn't like me. Should I? I don't know. Maybe I should. Maybe I shouldn't. I sort of blocked her out of my memory because I really didn't like her. And I feel like she really didn't like me specifically. But I don't know if I should be sharing this because I don't know, like, whatever you say on the internet is public forever, so I don't want this to, like, get back to anyone who was involved in that situation. You know what I mean? Okay. I'll tell you a version which doesn't make anyone sound too horrible. I mean, to be fair, like, she wasn't that bad. Okay. I'll try to explain the story. Basically, we had this lecturer come in. She was a new lecturer from a different university. And someone's asking questions I don't know the answers to. She was a new lecturer from a different university. And we were like it was her first time coming in to this university and teaching here. So, yeah. Basically, this was second year. Throughout the first year, the sort of teaching... Okay, first of all, let me actually check what I'm doing. 1, 2, 3, I'm on this one, so it's exactly the same as the previous one, okay. Throughout the first year, they sort of established a teaching mentality, I guess. with us, if that makes sense. And what I mean by that is, throughout our teaching, all of our lecturers, their mentality was that they treat us like adults. They don't treat us, we're at university now, we are adults, we are responsible for our own decisions, we are responsible for ourselves, we pay to be there at university, we are capable of making our own decisions, we are capable of structuring our own time, and basically, yeah, we're not kids anymore. So they treated us like adults. In fact, they treated us like colleagues, I would say. Like, as I said, I was learning game design, so a lot of what we did involved coding in the labs. Someone said truth or dare. Truth, how many bracelets per month or dare show the back without anyone paying for it? I don't know how many bracelets I make per month. You can see that in my wrap-ups. I think this month is going to be like around 6, but this is the back as well, if you want to have a look at it. This is what it looks like currently. But yeah, so a lot of what we did at university involved coding in the labs. So we would just be in the labs and we would program a lot. And sometimes when we would get stuck, we would invite the lecturer over to our computer and they would help us figure out what was wrong with our code and why it's not working. And it never felt like they were teaching us. It never felt like they were talking down to us in any way. Whenever the lecturers would come over and they would help you with the code, it genuinely felt like a collaboration between, I don't know, colleagues, equals. It felt like sometimes, like, I would explain something that I did in the code and they would be like, oh, wow, that's a really interesting decision that you had there. Like, that's a really interesting way of programming this specific piece. And then they would suggest, like, oh, maybe you can do it like this to help fix that issue. And I'd be like, oh, yeah, I tried that, but that didn't work. Instead, maybe I want to try doing this, but I don't know exactly how to do that. And then they would maybe help me. So it always felt like I was being talked to like an equal, and it always felt like a collaborative thing. So yeah, I'm just trying to paint a picture of what the university experience was like. During the lectures, it also felt like everyone was being talked to as like adults. If someone came in late for lectures, how much longer is the live going to be? I've been streaming for about an hour, so at least an hour more, maybe a little bit longer. I usually stream for like 2.5 hours. So yeah, it always felt like we were treated as equals. If someone came in late for the lecture, nobody was told off or anything. People were just mostly ignored. Like, you just go take your seat and listen now that you're here. Like, nobody really cared. It was kind of, you know what I mean? Like, it was that kind of vibe. Like, people were treated as adults. It was a university setting. So, this lecturer was new, and she came in, and yeah, I didn't like her straight off the bat because from the beginning, she treated us like children. Not just children, like, I wasn't even treated that way at school, like at high school. It was such a weird experience. She treated us like, I don't know, elementary school children, the way that she controlled our every single move. We were not allowed to use our phones, which actually makes sense. Like, I get it. What I'm saying sort of, it makes me sound like the bad guy, but like, I get why you wouldn't want people to be on the phones during lectures, but she would force us, like, she would take away time from giving the lecture by telling people off for using their phones and saying things like, oh, if you don't stop using your phone, I'm going to take it away from you and put it in this box, and you will only get it back at the end of the lecture. Now, hear me out. I understand that you don't want people to use phones in your lecture theatre, but at the same time, we are all adults. We are paying to be here, and if it distracts you so much, why would you take the time out of the lecture to distract everyone else in the auditorium, to point out that someone is on their phone, and to make a whole scene about it, and to like say how, oh, I'm just gonna take it away from you, and I don't know, it just seems counterintuitive. Like, if you want to minimize the distraction, maybe wait until, I don't know, you give a task or something so everyone is distracted, and then come up to that person privately and let them know that, oh, this isn't okay. Even that, I think, is a bit extra, because, like, come on, we're in university. If I want to be on my phone, I'm going to be on my phone. But, like, if it bothers you that much, at least do it privately. Like, why would you distract the entire class to do that? This is my first live. Welcome, welcome. I'm sorry that you're joining the live as I'm ranting about a professor that I had, but, you know, welcome. Let me just, ooh, my back. I want to crack my back because this position I'm sitting in isn't very comfortable, but you know what I mean? It sounds horrible. When I went to college, I always had a harder time learning from a professor that I didn't like. Oh yeah, I failed that coursework. I had to resit it. Even though the course I actually really enjoyed, I just really didn't like her. Oh, someone redeemed an Instagram. Let me take a picture of that. Authority should be earned. You can't claim it. Exactly, like she was a new lecturer. We didn't know her from the get-go. I realized that I didn't like her from the first lecture that she had because she was already trying to sort of claim authority from the get-go and treated us like children. And like, why do you even need authority with university people? Like, it's not like it's not like we're making a noise and you have to discipline us. You know what I mean? Like, by treating us as equals, you get better results. Because that's what all the other lecturers did, and nobody ever had any issues with anything. Anyway, there was a lot of different stuff that happened with her. People who came in late, she was asserting dominance. Exactly, but it looked ridiculous. Like, it looked... I don't know how to explain it, but it just... The way that she went about asserting the dominance, it made her look even weaker. It made her look insecure in herself. But yeah, what I found incredibly funny is that the first lecture that we had, she decided that I'm very smart and that I'm sort of the best student out of all of them because she was basically teaching us something that we had already done, so I just knew how to do it. Someone also Instagram, I will take a picture of that. Thank you, Erin. I will follow you after the stream. But what she was teaching us, I already knew how to do, so whenever she gave us the lab task, I completed it super quickly and I was just like, doing my own thing. So she came up to me and was like, oh, you're already done? Like, wow. And she decided that I'm a great student. All right, not PJ. I'll take a picture of that and I will follow you after the stream. And then my friends who are in the class, who are actually like amazing students. They are really, really great students. The perfect student you would ever wish for. She decided that they were the naughty girls of the class because they were talking about something in the background, like, super quietly, and that was really funny. I found it really hilarious because they're the type of people who, like, never get in trouble. And then she decided that they were the naughty girls, and she even called them that in the lecture, and everyone was laughing. It was just a mess. I just found that really funny. But yeah, at first she thought I was, like, a great student, and she really liked me. It was only later that she decided to not like me anymore when I started to stand my ground, and, you know. Anyway, I'll get to that. She would do really random, weird things where when someone came in late, like, as I said, normal lecturers, when someone comes in late to a lecture, they don't care. You can come in 5 minutes before the end of the lecture. They do not care. Sit down, don't make noise, don't make a mess, be quiet, listen. That's all that is required of you. First of all, she was late to the lectures all the time, consistently. Every single lecture, she was late by 5 to 15 minutes. But then when someone else came in late, she made them apologize in front of the class. I cannot express to you how ridiculous that is, and how ridiculous that made everyone in the class feel, and how ridiculous that probably made the poor people coming in late feel, which I was eventually that person, because I wanted to come to her lectures because I still needed to get the attendance, but I ended up being late by like an hour or something, because I just didn't want to sit through her lecture. Like, she wasn't really giving us any new information. Everything that she was telling us we already knew. She was basically, another thing that they were always telling us at university is like, oh, you are here, we're not going to be teaching you how to use the software, and by software it's usually like Adobe programs like Premiere Pro, After Effects, that kind of stuff. Like, oh, we're not going to teach you how to use the software, we're going to teach you about the concepts. Because what's the point of a university lecture teaching someone about the software? The software is going to change by the time you're in the industry. You really need to be taught the ways you're supposed to think, the ways that you're supposed to approach in certain situations, and you should be taught how to handle tasks on your own, how to figure out how to do them. So there's no point in teaching you specifically how to do the software. That's exactly what she was doing. She was specifically teaching us how to follow the software, and the way that she was doing is like, click here, then click there, then do this. I could not do that. I just can't. I can't do that. I can't. That was what, over a year ago, and I still can't get over how mad that made me. I really, really didn't like her, and that entire I blocked it out of my mind. So telling you the story is like reliving it, and I really, really, really didn't like that lecture. So yeah, I ended up being late by like an hour every single time because I still wanted to get the attendance, but I didn't want to actually sit through the lectures, so I ended up coming in late. And she also tried to make me apologize in front of the class. I never did it. I would just come in and sit down and pretend I didn't hear her when she was like, oh, and she was talking to me, like, why would you disrupt your lecture to call attention to someone coming in late when you could just, give the lecture? What's the point of that? So every single time I pretended that I wasn't hearing her when she was trying to get me to apologize in front of the class, and I just sat down and I was listening, and I literally did not pay her any attention. It's like, I do not hear you, I do not know. But eventually she stopped doing that to me specifically. She still did it to other people, but she stopped doing it to me because she figured out that I'm not gonna apologize in front of the class. I need to insert another string. Let me know if you don't want this story. I'll wrap it up. There's a lot that I can tell you about this woman. There was a lot that happened, but if it's getting boring, I can change the topic, But let me know what you think of the story so far. If you want me to wrap it up, I can shorten it quite significantly. But yeah, there was a lot of stuff that happened with her, and I sort of tried. I promise you, I genuinely tried at the beginning to not have a confrontation with her. I'm a person who typically doesn't like confrontation, but I can do it. You know what I mean? Like, I am not afraid of standing my ground. I am not afraid of confronting someone. Okay, you guys like the story. I'll continue. I am not afraid of standing my ground. I will let you know if something that you're doing is annoying me, and I will not back down if you're trying to force me to do something that I don't want to do. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like confronting people, but I can and I will if I am forced to. Ooh, sorry, my manager is calling me. Give me a second. This is really weird. Hello? Hello. Yeah, I'm doing good. Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm actually currently live streaming, so I can't really talk that much. But I'm doing good. I'm gonna finish in about an hour and a half, I think. So if you call me back in like 2 hours, I think I'll be able to talk further. Okay, I'll just call you back. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, talk to you, bye. Sorry guys, that was my manager from the restaurant. I think our restaurant might be opening soon, or maybe he's just checking in to see how I am. I don't know. Hello, Masha's manager. He knows I'm a YouTuber, so that's why I said I was live streaming. I don't know, I don't want the restaurant to open. I kind of like not working and still getting paid, because I'm on furlough. Anyway, I don't even remember what I was saying. Yeah, I'm not afraid to stand my ground if I have to. But when I tell you, I tried my hardest to not have a confrontation with this woman. I tried my best. And when I say I value emotional intelligence and stuff, like, obviously this was over a year ago, so like it was still like a bit of a different person, but even then I feel like I was trying my best to not create drama out of something that doesn't have to be dramatic. I was trying to take the high road. I was trying to be the bigger person, because I felt like she wasn't, you know what I mean? Like, she seemed like very insecure. She seemed like someone who was trying to assert dominance. She seemed like someone who wouldn't be very emotionally mature, if that makes sense, in a confrontational situation. So I was trying to be the bigger person. You missed my highlighted message. You are the reason I started making bracelets, and now I love it. Oh, thank you. That's really sweet. I had to switch from my rant mode to my appreciative mode. Thank you very much. But yeah, when I'm telling you I tried to not have a situation with her, I promise you I really, 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 really tried. And at the beginning, when she was giving us like tasks to do and stuff, like, I did them. It was only until we all know this person, Masha, so a little sympathy to you, we know. Thank you. It feels nice to be understood. I ranted about this woman so much back in the day when this was actually happening. Oh wait, what am I doing? I need to complete this row. Okay, I'm on track. I haven't made a mistake yet. But yeah, so I was trying to do everything that I could, but I started realizing that these 3-hour-long lectures every single week were literally emotionally draining me, because at this point, I wasn't having confrontations with her directly, but she was having confrontations with other people. Like, as I said, she was forcing people to apologize for coming in late. She would, there was this group, there were these friends, a boy and a girl, who sat together, and when she was giving the lecture, like, the girl would maybe miss a step or something, because she was like, oh, click this, click that, do this, do that, and maybe the girl missed a step or something, so she sort of, she turned to her friend and she asked him about, like, oh, you know, I missed the step, how did you do that? Because obviously you don't want to, we were all sitting at computers, by the way, this was like a lecture in the computer lab, so we were all following her as she was showing something, so we didn't want to, like, obviously they didn't want to interrupt her as she was talking. Like, you don't want to interrupt the lecturer as they're talking. If you can ask your friend quietly when nobody else is hearing you, like, oh, what do you click? You would do that. But instead of letting that slide, and that's normal, that's like a normal thing that people do. Like, I don't understand why she got so mad about it anyway. But instead of letting it slide, of course she had to call them out and make a whole scene about it, distracting everyone in the class to talk about the fact that they are talking and that they shouldn't be talking, and if she has any questions, she should just ask her. Which, imagine how that would go if you, like, she just mentioned something, right? And someone else would ask her, like, oh, how do you do this? She'd be like, oh, I just said it. Like, why are you asking? Like, imagine how that would go. Anyway, she caused a scene. And then not only did she cause a scene, distracting everyone who was in that class, she also, like, made jokes about them being a couple, which is so inappropriate and so awkward, because I don't think they were. Like, I don't know what was going on with them. I really don't know what, like, maybe they were sort of going towards a relationship or anything. I don't know, but that is so, you don't do that. That is so awkward. I'm so extremely unprofessional and just weird, you know? Anyway, she started to rub me the wrong way pretty quickly. Like, I really didn't like her. And I was super bored in the lectures because, as I said, oh, someone redeemed a follow. I'll take a picture of that and follow you after the stream. But it was really weird, and like, as I said, she was just basically telling us how to use the software, so I didn't see any value in the lectures anyway. Like, I knew the coursework, I knew what to do, I could do it, and whatever. Like, I didn't see any value in the best live stream. I'm glad you're enjoying my rants. I didn't see any value in the lectures, so I just sort of decided to disengage. I stopped really doing the labs, the work that... What does redeem a follow mean? You can, if you have enough points, you can redeem a follow, you can put in your username, and then after the stream, I will follow you on the selected platform. I stopped engaging in her lectures. The only real thing we needed to do to pass the course was complete the coursework. I wasn't supposed to. The tasks in the lab and the exercises that they were giving us were completely optional. I don't have to do them to pass the course. It's just something that I can do. Do you know what I mean? So I stopped engaging, especially since the tasks that she was giving us were very, very simple. It was mostly something that we had already done in previous years. Like, it's something that we already knew how to do, so I genuinely didn't see the value in doing them at all, except for just basically pleasing her, which I didn't feel like doing anyway. So I sort of stopped engaging in the class. I was just sort of there for attendance. Honestly, I only ever came to her lectures for attendance, but she started catching on that I wasn't engaging in the class, and she started sort of grilling me about it. So she would give us a task, and then she would go along the computers and see what people were doing, and she would start grilling me about, like, oh, why are you not engaging? And I'd be like, oh yeah, you know, I would give some sort of like random excuse about why I wasn't doing it and whatnot, but then she like, when I tell you the attendance of her lectures dropped, it was like an optional module, so there weren't many people there to begin with, but I think there were about like 30 to... Yeah, I think there were like around 30 people in that class. By the third week, there were like 10. By the end of the semester, there were maybe 5 people in that class. And yeah, nobody liked that woman. Eventually, we had a confrontation with her at one point, which I'm glad that I didn't actually hear, because I would have went off on her. Okay, let me see what I'm doing. Alright, I need to go one stitch in. This was at the point when Thomas and I were getting kicked out of our previous flat. This wasn't this flat, but it was a previous one, from which we moved to this one. It was the day or like the week of, I don't remember, when we were told that we were getting evicted because the landlord of our previous flat decided that he just wants to live there now. So we were getting kicked out. We had 2 months to move, and this was very unexpected news, so I was really stressed. I was really worried. I didn't know what to do. We didn't really have that much money. We didn't know if you were able to afford moving, because you have to pay like fees and stuff. Anyway, it was a really, really stressful time. So when I got the call from my landlord while I was in class, of course, or from my agency, I don't think it was the landlord, from the agents that were helping us move, of course, I went outside to take the call. Someone redeemed a follow. Let me take a picture of that. I did. I will follow you after the stream. So we were in lecture, right? I got a call. It wasn't a phone call, like it didn't ring, but it vibrated, right? And of course, if I see that this is our agents calling, I stepped outside quietly and I took the call. You know, that's what you do. And this was a couple of weeks after lectures had already started. I think she knew that I was married. I don't know how she found out, but I think at some point she found out that I was married. Or that I think we weren't even married at the time. I think she found out that I had a boyfriend. I don't know. But when I came back from that call, she said something to me. I didn't quite catch what she said because I was so stressed out from like the information that was being given to me. Like the landlord, the agents basically told me that, yeah, we have to move out within 2 months. And like, oh, we can help you pick out. So I was like really stressed out. I was really, really concerned, really worried. I had to go back into class and tell Thomas what I just heard. I was planning to like whisper to him and tell him quietly, whatever. So I wasn't listening to what she said, but apparently she was talking to me. I didn't even notice because I was so stressed and worried. I just went inside the class and I took my seat and I continued, I very quietly, I tried to not disrupt anyone as much as I could. But apparently, the entire time that I was away, which was only like 2 or 3 minutes, but still, like the entire time that I was away, she was talking about me to people in the class because my friends then told me about it. She basically said how rude it was that I left the classroom and how it's ridiculous that I can't stay away from my boyfriend for 3 hours of the lecture. She basically insinuated that, oh, I missed because she knew that I was long. I don't know how she found out. I don't remember. But she basically insinuated how, like, oh, she misses her long distance boyfriend for so much that, oh, she can't stay away from him, like, the length of the class. And she was talking about me with the class. And then when I came back, she apparently, like, asked me something, like, along the lines of, like, oh, how did your conversation go or something. I don't know. I was so stressed. I didn't register that she was even talking to me. Like, I didn't realize that. If I did, I would have said something back. So I'm honestly really glad that I didn't hear, because I would have started a scene with her, and I really didn't want to do that. I'm glad you guys are enjoying my story. I'm getting angry just listening to the story. I'm glad you guys are enjoying it, honestly, because that was such a stressful time. I despised that woman. And to this day, whenever I think of her, I get mad. She needs to mind her business, exactly like it's none of her business. It doesn't disrupt the lecture. I literally stepped out. Like, what if I needed to pee? Like, I could step out. I don't have to ask you to go to, like, the bathroom or to answer my... It's not school. Like, I wasn't even treated that way when I was in school. It was such a ridiculous thing. But yeah, basically that happened. And then she would sometimes, like, come up to me, and then I started talking back to her because I tried not to, I promise. I tried to control myself and tried to be respectful. But at some point, like, she got so annoying that I started talking back to her. Like, not in a rude way, but in a way that could be perceived as rude, if you know what I mean. Like, I wasn't talking crap to her, like, I wasn't calling her names or anything. I was just sort of, she would push me on something, and instead of, like, letting her do that, I would just, like, stand my ground. I don't remember specific examples of that right now, but I just remember that happened. Oh, I do remember a specific example of that. I do. Okay. When I say that she was very insecure, like, that's how I perceived her. Her trying to assert her dominance and her, like, doing all of this. I personally Someone redeemed a follow. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to take a picture of that. Yes, I didn't see that. Thank you for letting me know. I take a picture of it now. I will follow after the stream. Yeah, thanks for reminding me. I didn't notice. I love this story. I'm glad you do. Because it was a pain to live through, so hopefully this provides at least some good entertainment. But yeah, I have a story. I have a story for that. So, I don't remember what I was saying. I don't remember how that story started. What I was trying to lead from. Oh yeah, I was saying how we did a storytime series on YouTube. maybe at some point. But yeah, she, like, I perceived her trying to assert dominance and her doing all of these things. I perceived that as her being insecure. I perceived that as her feeling like she didn't have dominance and she was trying to sort of overcompensate, if that makes sense. Because people who are secure in themselves don't act that way. Like, all of our other lecturers, as I said, they treat us like equals. They treat us like colleagues. They treat us as adults. They don't care if you're on your phone. They don't care if you're whispering to your neighbor as long as it's not loud enough that they can hear or is disrupting the class. They don't care if you go outside to take a call or go to pee or whatever. They genuinely don't. And that is what I perceive as secure in yourself and asserting dominance, because if you then do overstep that boundary, if you are not whispering and are actually talking, they will call you out on it. And when they don't call you out on other stuff, which is ridiculous, and they do call you out on things that actually matter, that is what I perceive as, I don't know, someone to give respect to. Anyway, you have full right to stand up for yourself, and the most frustrating part is that those people just don't understand. Yeah, no. I had multiple teachers like that in high school. They could just not mind their own business. I can't stand those people. Anyway, I have the specific story of when I did actually, like, there were multiple instances of where I talked back to her and I stood up for myself and stuff, but this was one specific one that I actually remember. This was one occasion where I was actually doing the lab task, because as I said, I mostly ignored them because it was stuff that I didn't see any value in. But when she gave us a lab task that I did see value in, so it was something that I didn't know how to do, something new for me, because most of the course I actually did know how to do based on, it's actually very similar, like Adobe After Effects and motion graphics. I do a lot of that for my YouTube channel anyway. So I knew a lot of like keyframing, I knew how to enlarge objects, move objects, that kind of stuff. Like, I know how to do that, so sometimes I just didn't do the lab tasks. Plus it was stuff that they taught us before, so. But sometimes I did, and this specific instance, it was something involving sound, and we needed to do a little bit of sound editing and put it into our motion graphic, So I actually did do that task, and I was sitting next to Thomas, as I usually do, because, I mean, we're friends, and we live together. We usually did sit together in the labs. So I was sitting next to him, and we were both doing the task, and she would go around, from computer to computer to check everyone's progress on the task. Sorry, let me see where I am. I did 3 there. Okay, I need to do 3 more exactly the same as this one, so I don't have to think about it that much. Okay. She would go around. I don't have any white. I'll continue the story. Just like, I need a white string. I don't have any white string. Let me get some. I have my box of string under my bed. Oh, it's so far away. I need to go down and get it. Ooh, there it is. I need some white string. There we go. I need to insert some more for the background. Sorry, I'm back. Ooh. Anyway, so yeah, Thomas and I were sitting doing our lab work. She was going around from computer to computer. This was a couple weeks in already, so she already didn't like me. I already didn't like her. That was already established. She was at a computer to the left of us. So it was someone on the left, and then Thomas, and then me. So she was at someone's computer that was like right next to us. And it was a lab. This was already at the lab portion of the lecture. For context, right? During the lab portion of the lecture, when you are doing certain tasks, you're not expected to be quiet because you're not listening. You're doing something. You're not listening to a lecture. You're not supposed to be quiet. You're actually actively doing something, so it doesn't matter. Plus, university in general is a collaborative work. It's a collaborative process. You collaborate with your peers while you're doing tasks. And, you know, unless the volume in the class gets to be like super high, the lecturers generally don't care if you're talking during the lab, because you're not supposed to be quiet. Oh, someone just subscribed. Oh, I don't know how to pronounce your name, Catus Inferis. I'm not sure how to say that, but thank you for subbing. Thank you so much. Subscribe with Twitch Prime. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate that. We're actually gonna hit our goal really soon. I am surprised. I set 35 days for that goal, but we might even hit it in this stream, which is pretty insane. But that's really cool. I guess you guys are enjoying my rant. Anyway, you're not expected to be quiet during labs. So, Thomas and I were chatting, as people do, and as was the entire classroom. And at one point, Thomas did something stupid on his screen. I don't know what he did, but he did something stupid and something that made me laugh. I don't remember what it was, but he drew something on his screen, or I don't know, but it made me giggle, and I was like, oh, Thomas, what are you doing? That's really funny. So I started giggling. She legit turned to me and said, you know, laughing at your lecturer is rude. I'm like, what? She's like, you shouldn't laugh at your lecturer, you shouldn't laugh at people, that's really rude. I was like, what? So I wasn't laughing at you. She's like, oh yeah, I heard you, you were just laughing at me, that's rude. I'm like, what? And then she's like, well, oh, you shouldn't be laughing anyway, you shouldn't be talking at all anyway, you should really be doing your work. And that made me snap, because not only was I doing my work, I had completed my work at that point. So instead of keeping quiet and maybe sort of trying to like diffuse this, I don't know if what I did was right. Honestly, I probably should have just shut up and took it, because I don't know. But I did stand up for myself. I was like, well, we weren't laughing at you. I was laughing at something he put on his screen, and I did do my work. I actually completed it, which is why I'm looking at his screen in the first place. And she's like, no, you're lying. And I'm not even paraphrasing. She legitimately told me that I'm lying. She called me a liar. And that, ladies and gentlemen, pissed me off hard. You do not call me a liar when I'm telling you the truth. Especially when I didn't say anything rude to her. All that I said was, I was not laughing at you, and I did in fact finish my work. Maybe she perceived that as rude because I was just talking back to her, but nothing that I said was rude. So yeah, that pissed me off. She called me a liar, and I said, well, if you want to see, I can show you the work that I have completed, so you can, see for yourself and determine that I'm not a liar. And I wasn't laughing at you. I was laughing at something that Thomas did on the screen. Yeah, she didn't want to see my work, because apparently, like, she's like, oh, I'll get to you. Like, I'm currently with this student. I don't want to look at your work. I'm currently with this. I don't know. She probably realized that I actually had done my work and that she would be proven wrong. I don't know. She was a weird lady. And she kept telling me that she would, that she doesn't appreciate the way that I act around her and the way that I'm making fun of her. I mean, to be fair, I was making fun of her, but never in the lecture. I'm making fun of her now as I'm telling you this story. I never did that in the lectures. I never talked about her in the lectures. I honestly pretended she wasn't even there. I did make fun of her a lot behind the scenes to my friends, to like Stefan and my mum and my family. I told a lot of people this story. So I did make fun of her, but never in the lectures, and never to her face at all. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I told the story to other people, but I never said it in a way that she would know about. Yeah. So when she was like, oh, you're making fun of me in the lecture, like, no, I wasn't. I was laughing because Thomas drew a squiggly line on his screen. I don't know. She was a weird woman. I ended up reporting her, actually. It wasn't just me. It was quite a few people, because she pissed a lot of people off. She was really annoying. Like, as I said, those kids who she was, like, trying to insinuate that they were in a romantic relationship, which was really awkward, because I don't think they were. They took part, I think, in reporting her. Like, we did a joint complaint. We complained about her to the student representative, I think, so that they talked about her in the, like, meeting. I went to like my tutor, like each student gets assigned a tutor, so basically it's the person that you go to if you have any issues, like basically any issues at all. So yeah, we reported her to them, and they actually, I can actually find those emails, probably. I still have them in my email. Like, I wrote these giant essays explaining why we didn't like her, and no, it wasn't even, like, the reason we reported her, it wasn't just because of the fact that she was annoying. Although, to be fair, in my personal opinion, that's enough. Like, she was a nightmare. She was annoying. But it wasn't just because of that. Like, she wasn't actually teaching us anything. Like, as I said, the whole point of our university was that they don't teach us how to use the programs. They have to teach us how to think. They have to teach us how to approach a situation, like approach a task, how to decide what you're gonna do, what theories they teach us, like, theories of design. I don't know, like, she was supposed to teach us a more theoretical approach which could apply to any software instead of teaching us how to use After Effects. You know what I mean? Like, it just doesn't make any sense. So before each course started, they gave us like a course handbook, and they gave us like learning outcomes of every course that you're supposed to basically have by the end of the course. So and this was like a half-year course, so it was supposed to run from like the beginning of the year to December. It wasn't even in the second half of the year, so it was like a really, really short course. And she basically didn't teach us anything. Like, she didn't teach us anything, and that was the main part of our complaint as well. It wasn't just the fact that she was annoying and borderline unethical. I mean, I think she was really unethical, but whatever. Like, she was rude and annoying and whatnot. It wasn't just that, it was the fact that she wasn't even teaching us anything. So yeah, we filed a joint complaint. I was leading that complaint, and I'm not afraid to say it, and I'm not ashamed to say it. I was leading that going forward. I gathered some people who supported the cause, and we filed a complaint. And yeah, I don't think she ever taught in that university again, so. We are now Masha's therapist, exactly. You are just listening to all of my problems. Although, to be fair, this isn't a problem in my life anymore. It's just like a memory. That was over a year ago. Well, not over, just under. Was it? No! A year ago, I started third year, so that was 2 years ago. Oh, wow, that was a while ago. Yeah, 2 years ago. That was 2 years ago. So that was a while ago. So I don't even, like, it's not an issue to me right now. It's just something that I think about, and it's annoying. Oh, someone redeemed an Instagram follow. I'm going to take a picture of that. So yeah, basically that's the entire story. I'm going to read some of your comments now. Students 1. Yeah, I mean, not really, because we still had to sit through the entire course because nobody was able to replace her. Like, I initially filed the complaint to her. I think we filed the initial complaint 2 lectures in, so 2 weeks in. We filed the initial complaint saying how we feel like we are being treated poorly, and that she was late to lectures. Did I mention she was late to lectures every single lecture, 5 to 15 minutes, sometimes even more? She was late every single lecture, and then she would tell people off and make them apologize for coming in late. Like, she would make people apologize in front of the entire class for being late when she was also late to lectures all the time. So that was another point that we included in our complaint. But yeah, I think the initial complaint we filed was like 2 weeks in, and then we filed some more complaints after that. But they basically told us that, yeah, we agree with you. Like, they legitimately told us, oh, we agree with you. We get it, but there's no one that we can replace her with, so you're gonna have to sit through it with her. So yeah, I mean, students 1, but we still had to sit through the entire class with her, the entire course with her, but at least she didn't torture anybody else. So yeah, but that was the only lecturer in the entire university experience that was like that. Every single other lecturer was amazing. The main lecturer that was in our course, I love him. He is an amazing guy. He is an amazing lecturer. He is the kind of person he's the one that taught games. He is the kind of person that you can see is incredibly passionate about the topic that they're teaching. He loves what he does. He's a very sort of genuine person. He brings so much positive energy into the classroom. And he was just so great. Like, he would always help. Whenever you needed any type of help, he would help. And and he would just go above and beyond, you know? Like, he was an amazing guy. I genuinely am so grateful to him. He, amazing, like, I cannot praise him enough. He's super great. I also had another tutor that I worked with who helped me write my dissertation. He was amazing as well. He helped me so much with writing my dissertation. He was the first person I actually told, apart from Stefan, basically, that I felt that I was depressed. He was the first person that I came to with that because it started affecting my studies and I was really worried, and he was extremely understanding with that. He filed a formal notice so that in case I started missing lectures more than I should be, that I wouldn't like get kicked out. So he basically, yeah, he stood my ground. He was great as well. So every single other lecturer was amazing, except for this woman. But I guess, you know, it can't all be perfect. She was just, she was a handful. But yeah, I don't think that was lovely to hear about this wonderful person for a change. Yeah, everyone else was great. Everyone else was amazing. I absolutely loved everyone else, and it was great. But yeah, thanks for hearing me out. I like ranting sometimes. It's very therapeutic, and it's nice to be heard, I guess, and understood. It's nice to see that you guys can relate. Let me read what you guys are saying in the comments as well, because I can see some people talking about it. Someone asked what university I went to. I don't know if I want to share that. I don't know. I don't feel comfortable sharing that. I don't think you can really get much information from that, but I don't know if I want to share that. You know what I mean? I might at some point, though. Oh, maybe when I get to my diploma. Ooh, Mila gifted a tier 1 sub to the martial arts community. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Let me check what you guys are saying. I took some... I'm sorry that you had to go through that, but this has reminded me of the worst substitute teacher I ever had in IB dance back in high school. Oh, I also did IB. That's a whole other thing that I can talk about for ages. Why IB is horrible. I mean, it's not terrible. It's just, it was terrible to me. So yeah. How many rows do you have left? I am currently on row 34. I need to get to row 49, so a little bit. And then I need to do the white rows, of course. I should have made her apologize for being late. Yeah, she only ever came in and she was like, oh yeah, sorry I'm late. Like, she did it very quickly. Which I guess, like, I mean, it's fine if it was any other lecture and if it only happened once, but it happened consistently every single time, and she made other people, like, profusely apologize, which was kind of ridiculous. You're still talking about that lecture? Yeah, that story took a while. We had a lecture in my uni course that marked our assignments harsher than anyone else's, and she admitted it, and my class filed a complaint, and she wasn't allowed to mark any more assignments. That's awesome. Good for you. That's a win. You're almost done. How do you feel about this pattern? Easy but long? Hard and long, or just another pattern? Yeah. It's big, so I wouldn't recommend going into it if you're not that confident in your alpha skills, but it's not difficult. Like, it's not a difficult pattern, it's just a lot. You know what I mean? Masha, this is my favorite live. I felt like I have 1,000 different emotions. Yeah. This is my first live in which I really went in with a rant. What's up with Derek's legs? I'm so confused. I don't know. He has two. He has 2 legs and a little arm, and presumably another arm on the other side that you can't see. So it's just a pattern. What else? Derek is almost fully alive. Yes, we're just finishing the tail. I actually really want to get this done in the stream. I don't know if I'm going to be able to, because there's still quite a lot to do, but maybe. Alright, I see the same questions over and over. Would you rather never make friendship bracelets again or never film a YouTube video? Oh no, I don't know. I can't choose. I can't, no, that's, why you always ask me would you rather questions that make me suffer? Have I not suffered enough? I wouldn't want to make friendship bracelets and not be able to film YouTube videos about that. That would just depress me even more, so I'll probably choose never make friendship bracelets. Because then at least I can still connect with people, you know what I mean? But honestly, like, I don't want to give up either of those things. It was good to hear. It's been so long since I raged about anything frustrating, so hearing you rant was actually rather therapeutic for me. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Tell more stories. Oh, I don't really have any stories to tell, like, right now, unless something reminds me, I guess. I might make a list of a couple. I definitely have stories to tell throughout my life, but I don't know if I have any specifically now. And maybe you guys can ask me some questions and I will remember something, I guess. Would you rather teach Russian to native English speakers or teach English to native Russian speakers? You probably know, because I've seen you in my streams quite a bit. And I actually mentioned this in a couple of streams, but I did used to teach English to Russian speakers. I did that for a couple of years. I used to teach English to mostly kids, but I did have 2 adult students who are actually way older than me, which was fun. But yeah, I found that really enjoyable. I really, really, really like that. I really do like teaching, which I mean, I guess I still do, like through my tutorials and stuff. I really do like that. But I did eventually, I think I did it for like 4 or 5 years, and I did eventually just feel like I've gained everything that I could from that job. And I don't mean monetarily, I mean like in terms of like growth, I guess, spiritual growth or whatever. I feel like I've gained everything I could. I got everything I could out of that job, so I don't really want to teach language anymore. But if I were to choose, it would probably be teaching English, because I actually know how to do that. I don't know how to teach Russian. Teaching Russian is a lot. How did you come up with the name Masha when your real name is Maria? Well, my real name is Maria, but I'm also Russian, and in Russian, Masha is just like a version of Maria. It's like a short, sort of, it's something that you would call your friend. You wouldn't call your teacher Masha, but you would call your friend, or like your sister Masha, if her name is Maria. So yeah, does that make sense? It's like Jennifer and Jenny, that kind of thing. You could still stream on Twitch. Oh, I guess I could have, yeah. I didn't think about that. How often do you live stream? And they're always filmed at the same time. I live stream usually twice a week, something in that range. I'm aiming to do 3 times, but that hasn't happened yet. Are they always filmed at the same time? Usually I stream at 4 p.m. London time, because that seems to be a good time to catch some people in Europe and some people in America, but I don't know. It's not always at the same time. I told my friend that followed me on Instagram, but I never told her I saved my points. Oh, I told my friend that you followed me on Instagram, but I never told her that I saved my points. Well, that's awesome either way. I would cry if you quit YouTube. Oh no, please don't cry. I'm not planning on doing it, but if I do at any point, please don't cry. I know that Jenna Marbles recently departed from YouTube, which I'm incredibly sad about, because I really, really like her content. And I know that people are really sad about that as well. And it's just, I don't know, I wouldn't want people to feel sad about me leaving as well. Like, I know you would, but I don't want to make people feel those emotions. Does that make sense? I don't know. But yeah, I am very sad that Jenna's leaving, but I am very happy that she is doing better and that she's getting help. So it's sort of a bittersweet type of thing. Oh, someone redeemed a follow. I will take a picture of that. There we go. Does your family call you Masha or Maria? Mostly Masha. Don't know who talked about big emotions, but I feel you because I've cried twice and... Oh, I just skipped a bunch. Oh no. Oh no. There we go. I feel you because I've cried twice and laughed out loud maybe at least 5 times. Well, that's awesome. Someone redeemed show the back. I will show you after this row. Remind me if I forget, but hopefully I don't. I just don't want to show you while I'm in the process of the row, because then I forget what I'm doing. And that's annoying. Alright. I scrolled down to the bottom. Hey Masha, I just started using Twitch. I'm glad I could make it. Thank you for coming. And welcome. I do recognize you. I chat to you on Instagram sometimes. I got a follow. I took a picture of the redemption thing. And I will follow you after the stream. So yeah, this was an interesting stream. I ranted a little bit. We talked about some stuff. But yeah, I mean, I do have quite a lot of stories to tell. I gather that you guys quite enjoy it when I rant, which I get, because that's actually the type of content that I enjoy watching as well. Are you leaving? No, I'm not leaving. Don't worry, I'm not leaving. I'm still here. I don't know, what else can I rant about? I don't know. Everything is good at the moment. Another thing I can rant about is the UK tax service, which taxed me £300 that they shouldn't have, but you know, that's a whole separate issue. Ooh, someone redeemed a follow me on TikTok. I will take a picture of that in just a second. Let me do that. Oh, there you go. It'd be funny if you had a YouTube channel called Masha Rants. No. I don't want to do a whole channel on that, but maybe I'll film a couple of like storytime videos or something on over on Maria Makarova, which is my second channel. I messaged you on Instagram, but you never read my messages. I'm really sorry. I'm constantly sitting on 99 plus messages on Instagram in my inbox. I really try to. I do talk to a lot of people actually on Instagram, but there just happens to be many more of you than there are of me. Did your voice disappear? I don't think it did. Can you still hear me? They raised the tax here from 5 to 15. Oh, the tax for me is 20. Not for all of my earnings. We have sort of a bracket system in the UK, but for some of my earnings I get taxed 20%. So, what's your second channel? It's my real name, Maria Makarova. You can find it linked under all of my YouTube videos, and also if you just go on my Mashanauts channel, on the right, there are some linked channels, and you can find it there. You can't hear me. Let me check if I can hear me. We have sort of a, no, I can hear me. Bracket. I found it on my phone. I can hear me, so it's not me. I don't know if you answered or not. Do I lose points if I redeem something, or do I gain points? I don't really want to spam. Well, if you redeem the points, you're sort of using the points to redeem something, so you are essentially losing them. You're like paying for that with the points that you have, but you don't lose points if you don't redeem. So if you want to redeem your points not on this stream but maybe on the next stream, you can do that. So yeah, you reached your goal. Oh yeah, I did. I didn't even notice. Thank you very much. I did reach my goal. That is amazing. And honestly, very surprising, because I didn't think I would. I set 35 days for that goal because I didn't think I would. And you guys managed to hit it in one stream. Thank you so much. That's amazing. Oh, and we have this little thing. I don't know. I didn't even see how this thing got filled up, but it gets filled up with stuff, doesn't it? Let me turn off this mode so I can get a closer look on it. Oh, I can't see it very well. What is that? What's in it? Oh, it's like Twitch follows, right? It's like a little, this thing on here, right there. It's like a little jar. Oh, that's really cute. Alright, let me, oh, did I move something? I feel like I moved something that I shouldn't have moved. I didn't, I don't think. Okay. What are people saying? I just redeemed the follow me on TikTok, and I remember you saying in the last stream that you like Markiplier. I do. I actually have a TikTok drawing of him, and I'd appreciate if you'd check it out. I think you'd like it. It's the third from the left. It's a thumbnail with a pinkish color, so you can find it easier. I will check it out after the stream. Will you ever stream creating a pattern or playing Animal Crossing? Do you guys want me to stream playing Animal Crossing? Because I can. I've been playing Animal Crossing every day. I've been kind of obsessed with it. What was your goal? My goal was 5 subscriptions in the next month, and you guys hit 5 in the day, so I can tell by the voice that you are smiling. I'm smiling right now. Who else is extremely excited about Halloween? Surprisingly me. I'm not very into Halloween, but this year I am very excited because Animal Crossing, and we get stuff in it. So yeah, I am very obsessed with Animal Crossing at the minute. I can talk about it for a while. You can rant about the crazy tax system in the US. I don't know anything about the crazy tax system in the US. I only know about the tax system in the UK, and even that I know very limited information about. So yeah. Yes, Animal Crossing stream. Yes, stream it. Ooh, I need to figure out how. I actually don't know how to stream Animal Crossing. I think I need the adapter thing, and I don't think I have it. I left it. Stefan gave me his Twitch, Not Twitch. Switch. That's a very similar word. Stefan gave me his Switch. He very graciously gifted me, well, not gifted me, temporarily gifted me his Switch so I could take it. So he is in Russia at the moment. For those of you who don't know, Stefan is my husband. Thomas is the person that I live with. He's my flatmate. Before people ask, he is gay. So no, we don't have any issues of romantic entanglements or whatnot. I don't know how else to describe that. So yeah, it's fine. We just live together and it's great. But yeah, Stefan and I are long distance at the moment. He gave me his Switch, but I don't think he gave me the thing to connect it to the computer. So I don't know if I can do that. You need to connect it through the dock. Yeah, I don't think he gave me that, so maybe at some point I'll be able to do that. Or maybe I'll figure it out at some point. Anyway, Animal Crossing. Let me just talk about that for a little bit. It's been great. I enjoy it quite a lot. I didn't enjoy it at all when I was playing it alone. In fact, I found it to be kind of boring when I was playing it alone. But now that I have friends to play with, I'm great. It's fun. Like, we exchange recipes, we go visit each other on our islands. It's been really fun. So yeah, and I've actually finally got my my island to a 3-star rating. So KK Slider is coming to my island tomorrow, and I'm gonna get to unlock the terraforming abilities, and I'm going to terraform my entire island to be pretty. So yeah. We have tax brackets in the US too, starting at 12%, I think, plus state taxes, plus the tax for the Social Security, which Congress keeps borrowing from and cutting. That sounds incredibly difficult. Yeah, that sounds incredibly difficult. I never really understood, like, you know, in American TV shows and stuff, they always talk about, like, filling out their taxes and stuff. I never understood that. We don't have that here, unless you have a business or something. I'm gonna have to do that because I do YouTube and my taxes don't get automatically taken out. I actually have to pay them myself. But normal people don't do that. Like, if I were just working, and that's what I did when I was just working, if I was just working at a restaurant, like, I never had to file taxes. They just got automatically taken out of my paycheck, and that was it, you know? Like, I don't know what you guys do when you say, like, file taxes and stuff. How's getting his visa being sorted out? Well, to get his visa, I need to first find a job, so I'm waiting to get my diploma, and then I'm going to start, well, I already sort of started applying for jobs, but when I get my diploma, I'm going to start more actively applying for jobs, and such. So yeah, I need to get a job to be able to get him over. That's the only thing I really have to do at this point. Can you explain Animal Crossing to me, please? Well, Animal Crossing is, well, the New Horizons one is a game where you are dropped on a deserted island and you have to build that island to be pretty. It runs on the Switch, it runs in real time, so if it's, what is it for me right now, 6 p.m. On a Tuesday, it's going to be, in real life, it's going to be 6 p.m. on a Tuesday in the game. So yeah, the seasons are the same as real life, the time of day is the same as real life. Sometimes you have events and festivals and stuff, but the main sort of goal, quote-unquote, of the game, you don't really have goals, you sort of set the goals yourself, but the main quote-unquote goal of the game is to build up your island to look nice, and you unlock different things throughout the game as you go along. And yeah, when I was just playing alone, I didn't find it that entertaining because, like, yeah, I really enjoy sandbox games. I like games where you create your own goals and you create your own ideas, storylines, you live through whatever you want to do, and you make stuff look pretty. I like doing that. That's something that I really enjoy. But if you don't have other goals, like, why would I make my island look pretty if that's the entire purpose of the game? You know what I mean? Like in Stardew Valley, for example, or in other games, like in Stardew Valley, there's quests that you can do, there's storylines, there's a bunch of different storylines with the villages, there's a bunch of unlockables, you can go mining, and there's a bunch of different secret hidden areas that you can unlock, and there's like actual storylines that you work through and cutscenes and blah 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 blah. There's like a story there. So making my farm pretty in Stardew Valley, like I want to do, because I'm also invested in the game, I'm invested in the storylines. In City Skylines, for example, I want to make my cities pretty, but the point of the game isn't just making the city pretty. The point of the game is resource management. The point of the game is, like, it's a very logical game. You need to structure your city in a way that you don't get traffic, that your resources are good, that your citizens are happy with stuff. So making it pretty is an aspect of the game, but that's not the entire point of the game. But in Animal Crossing, I felt like the point of the game was to make it pretty, which I like doing, but if it's just the only thing that's supposed to draw me in, I just wasn't into it. But when I got the social aspect introduced to me via my friends who forced me to play with them, I actually do find it very entertaining now, because now I have a goal. I want to make my island look pretty so I can show off to my friends and brag about it. So that's my main motivation, I guess, right now. Ooh. Oh, I forgot to show the back. I'm sorry. Thank you for reminding me. There's a bunch of tape on the back. This is what the back currently looks like. It's really messy. I really need to cut these strings off, but I'm going to do that after the stream. Truth or dare? Ooh. I'm going to choose truth because I can't be bothered to do anything for the dare. So I'm just going to choose truth. When you and Stefan move in together, will you still live with Thomas? If Thomas is still going to be living in the UK, I don't see why not. We lived together for 6 months and it went pretty well. Like, we got along pretty well, so I don't see why not. The only real reason why Stefan and I would want to live alone is only when we have kids, and we don't want to have kids for a while, so we would probably live with Thomas for a while to cut on rent, so yeah. I'm new to Twitch. Welcome. This is my first stream and I don't quite understand what subscribing would get me, because every time I click subscribe it won't load. What's the deal with subscribing? Okay, let me explain it. From what I understand, I'm also somewhat new to Twitch. But first of all, thank you for coming. Welcome. I'm glad you joined. Subscribing is different from following. Following, you can follow just whenever. If you follow, you get notified whenever I go live. But if you choose to subscribe, subscribing is basically a way that you can support the creator that you are watching. And it is a financial donation. It's, I think, $5 or pounds, wherever you are, a month. I think what do you get? You get subscriber free chat. You are not affected by any restrictions in the chat that the moderators put in place. Like right now I think the chat is in slow mode. I don't think subscribers are affected by that. You also get some subscriber specific emotes that you can use in the chat, and I think that's it for now. But yeah, basically it's for supporting the creator essentially, but you do get a couple of perks along the way as well. And if you don't want to subscribe directly, you can also subscribe through Amazon Prime. If you have an Amazon Prime subscription, if you happen to have one, you can connect your Amazon Prime subscription to your Twitch account through a service called Twitch Prime, because Amazon owns Twitch, so it's the same company essentially. So if you have an Amazon Prime subscription, you can connect it to your Twitch account, and then you can subscribe for free. So no extra cost to you. You're already paying your Amazon subscription, so it's no extra cost to you. You can subscribe for free if you want to. Hopefully, I think that's everything. Someone redeemed a follow me on TikTok and a follow me on Instagram. I will just finish these knots and I will take a picture of it. Give me a quick second. Oh, it's been 2 hours already, so this is going to be a bit on the longer stream because I'm nowhere near done. I'm going to try and get it done. I don't think I'm actually going to be able to because it's still quite a lot. Alright, I've got an Instagram and a TikTok. I took a picture of those two. Should I get Stardew Valley? I have some money I can spend and I want to know whether or not it's worth it. I personally definitely think it's worth it. If you are into games that are relatively chill, I mean, to be fair, there's like some fighting scenes and stuff in Stardew Valley, but relatively chill games that don't have set goals. You sort of set the goals for yourself. If you want to, you can grind for resources and money and you can become like a millionaire. If you want to, you can pursue the storylines and sort of focus on that. If you want to, you can become the best fisherman and catch all the fish and whatever. You can marry a bunch of people and have a bunch of kids and then get rid of those kids, and there's a lot that you can do in the game. There's a lot of different approaches that you can take to the gameplay. So if you enjoy a sort of open-ended game that is very chill and lets you decide what you want to do, then I would definitely recommend it. I love it. Stardew Valley is very, 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 very special to me. I love it a lot, and yeah, I definitely recommend it. But it's not for everyone. Like people like Stefan, for example, like he enjoyed it. He's more into games that what I call, I don't know how they're actually called, but I personally call them like cinema games, I don't know, movie games, games that have very specific like cutscenes that it kind of reads like a movie essentially, because you go through like cutscene to cutscene following specific quests, and I perceive them as movies really, because they're very one-dimensional, like you're following a storyline. Stefan prefers those kinds of games, so he wasn't really into Stardew Valley, but like he plays with me, we have a farm together. So yeah, it's fun. Oh, I just kicked my light. I love Twitch, it's so cool. I'm glad you do. I've been enjoying streaming on Twitch as well. It's been very fun. Okay, truth it is. Share your most hidden, top secret, unpopular bracelet opinion. We are waiting for a scandalous reveal. Ooh. Top secret, unpopular bracelet opinion. Do I have any of those? I don't know. What? Okay, I'm gonna ask you, what are some of your guys' unpopular opinions? And if I agree, I will let you know. I really don't know. I can't, like, my brain is just blank. I don't know. Oh yay, my dad has Amazon Prime subscription, so maybe I should ask him. You can if you want to. You don't have to, but if you want to, you can do that at no extra cost to you. If you just connect your accounts. So like RPGs, yeah, I guess. Anyone know how I connect my Amazon account to Twitch? If you just Google Twitch Prime, it should be the top link, and it should walk you through the process of doing that. Yeah, basically. Ooh, straight edges are better than regular. My unpopular opinion is that patterns look, any pattern looks right with the right colors. Ooh, I agree with that, yeah. Embroidery thread is better than craft cord. I think it's definitely a personal preference. I think they're both great. It's definitely a personal preference. I was really into craft cord for the longest time, but I've now recently been more into embroidery thread, so I kind of see both of that. Row by row is so much easier. No! I disagree. I disagree completely. Row by row is incredibly slow. I mean, if that's all you know how to do, I agree that it probably seems easier to you, but once you figure out segment knotting, it's genuinely much faster. Alpha bracelets aren't that great because they look stretched out since the knots aren't perfect squares. Ooh, I agree with that one, kind of. Yeah, I mean, they do stretch out. The design gets stretched out, and I hate that, and the knots are a little bit slanted as well. Whenever you're making an alpha, like my backward knots are slanted in that direction and my forward knots are slanted in that direction, so they don't look like perfect squares whatever I do, but I still enjoy making them. And also you can see the black string popping through underneath the white around my edges everywhere, basically. I hate two-colored loops. I think they go well, but only in specific situations. They don't look great with every pattern. Only with specific patterns. Sorry, someone messaged me, and someone's been messaging me throughout this entire stream, so I should actually check it to make sure it's not anything serious. And it isn't. It's just my friends talking about Animal Crossing. So, someone actually asked me what my villages are in Animal Crossing. I'm gonna show you because I don't remember. Might as well turn my switch on while I'm here. Oh yeah, I have a ring light at the top. So I've got these two lights. I've got my camera and I've got a ring light at the top. Let me show you my villages. This is what. You can't see anything. You can't see anything. You can't see anything. Okay. Well, I'm just going to read out what villages I have because someone asked and I actually want to talk about that. I have, the first two villages that I had were Mira, who is a rabbit, and she is sisterly. I have Leonardo, who is a tiger, and he's a jock. Then Broccolo joined, who is a mouse, and he's lazy. I've got Bella, who is also a mouse. I don't remember what personality type she is. I've got Norma, who is a pink cow. I've got Lopez, who is an antelope, I think. I've got Ozzy, who is a koala, and I've got Bangle, who actually joined today. She is a tiger. And I also just invited someone. I don't remember who they are. But she was a bear, I think. Or like a cub, a small cub. So yeah. Oh, someone redeemed an Insta. I will take a picture of that. Maybe I'll do an Animal Crossing live at some point, but yeah, those are just the villages that I have in case you were curious. And yeah, I only have that many. I need 2 more. I invited some kind of cub today. I don't remember who they were, and I need another one after that. So yeah, I love alphas, but not really to not. But I like how they can be a picture instead of a plaid pattern or random twister. Let me get some water. One sec. I've been talking for 2 hours straight. Every single time I stream, I get such a, like, my throat hurts because I talk for so long. Oh, someone redeemed to follow me on TikTok. I'm gonna take a picture of that and follow you after the stream. Ooh. Sorry guys, I really needed a drink. What are you saying? I just DM'd you, can you please check it? I will after the stream. My council emailed me. I need to return a form and let them know who lives in the house. Okay, I'll do that. But I don't want to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I finished the 4 things, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. I finished those 4. Now I need to go 1 to the right. So like this. And I need to make 3 of those. Yeah, I'm probably not going to finish this guy on stream. Although, maybe if I push through it, maybe if I stream for like another hour, maybe I will be able to, but I'm actually getting really tired. So, how long has you been live? I've been live for 2 hours, so I don't know if I'll be able to finish this on stream. But, I will try. I will try. Derek looks amazing so far. Thank you. I like you too. You should try drinking hot tea with honey for your streams. It might help more than the water. That is a good point. I should probably start doing that. But it would get really cold really quickly. I don't know. I should probably do that. What social media platform is the best? And do you think... what social media platform... Can't speak. This is why I edit my videos. What social media platform is the best for getting big bracelet-wise? I mean, based on me, I am the biggest on YouTube. But I think Instagram, actually. Instagram is a good place to get some followers. And it's also much less effort than YouTube is. So I don't know, it depends on what you want to do. Who is messaging me constantly? Oh, my father-in-law is sending me pics of cats. I appreciate that. They send me pics of cats. My in-laws send me pics of cats all the time. And I love that. Yes, what are people saying? I've been here since you started. Wow, it's been a while. Glad to see you stick around. Oh no, no, I made this right. I'm so sad to see Derek finish. He is the cutest and chunkiest boy ever. Yes, he is very cute, I must agree. He is awesome. You can't even see the sparkle, like the black outline is very sparkly and you can't really see that on the camera here. It's not really picking that up. So once I finish him, I will show you how it sparkles, and he's beautiful. He is absolutely gorgeous, sparkly rainbow dino. But don't be sad. I'm gonna start his sister or brother in another stream. You guys seem to really enjoy Derek, so why not make a sibling for him? And we can decide on the new name. Because you guys, I don't know how many of you know, because every single stream there's different people here. But you guys named him. Derek is a name that you came up with, so we'll have to name the other dinosaur as well. And now we're going into the tail. The color change is actually going to be more of a rainbow. It's going to be more gradual. See, as here, it started with the yellow and it went into the red and then the purple. Whereas here it's more stripy, but because it's a thinner stripe, it's going to be more of a rainbow switch. I didn't mean now. I meant in another stream. When I start knotting Derek's sibling, we will decide whether that sibling is a boy or a girl, and we will decide its name. So don't suggest names now. I won't remember. But we will do that on another stream. My opinion is that there aren't enough holiday-themed patterns on Bracer, but, well, you can always make more. You can always make more. The girl should be named Patricia. Don't give me names. We will figure out a name later. I'm gonna forget everything. What are some of your upcoming videos? Oh, I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, but I can mention it again if the bracelet is somewhere. I filmed a tutorial for this bracelet. This one. So that should come out as soon as I finish it. I need to finish the bracelet. How many centimeters have I done? I've done 9 centimeters, so I need to get up to here at least. Preferably even here. So I need to make this, then film the intro, film the outro, edit. And editing tutorials takes a while. I need to edit, take a picture for the thumbnail, make the thumbnail, take a picture for Instagram, edit the picture for Instagram, post that to Instagram, post the video. What else? Do the description for the video, and that actually takes a really long time. People really underestimate how much time it takes to do like thumbnails and descriptions for each video. But it does. Sorry, let me take some water. Show the back. This is what the back looks like. At the moment, I need to cut off the strings, but I'm lazy. But I will at some point. There's another pattern on bracelet book that has a rainbow dinosaur, but I think it's a Stegosaurus. Yes, that's the one that I want to do. My bracelets are full of guinea pig hair because their hair gets everywhere. I don't know why, but that's really funny. And I can relate because when I lived with the cats, everything was covered in cat hair. Literally everything everywhere. And when I came back to the UK, even after I did my washing, I still found cat hair in like my underwear and stuff. So that was great. I finally got rid of it, but yeah. Oh no, I forgot to feed my cat. Go do that! Go feed your cat! But don't worry though, like cats are pretty resilient, like she won't be starving. She's fine, or he. But do go feed your cat. I just finished putting all of my patterns that I made on an iPad to my computer, and I can't wait to make them. That's awesome. Same, I have a golden retriever. I don't know what that was about though. Oh, the cat hair, or dog hair. You missed my last highlighted message. Yes, a Derek sibling. Make it out of another multicolored thread, so it's a different color scheme maybe. I actually really like the rainbow. I'm probably going to continue with the rainbow. Yeah, I really like the rainbow, so I'm probably going to continue doing that. And that way they're more of siblings, because I don't really have any other multicolored thread that would really match this one. Like all the other multicolored threads that I have, I don't know, they're sort of like maybe 2 colors, 3 colors. This one has a lot of different colors, so I don't think it would match aesthetic wise. Plus I really like the rainbow, so I don't know. You can do the pastel rainbow. I've run out of that one, so I can't I can't do that. I was supposed to feed him an hour ago. Oh, come on, an hour is fine. He'll be fine, don't worry. Should I make a recreation of Derek as a keychain? Go for it. It's a really fun pattern to make, so I definitely recommend it. Well, this string is twisting on the other string. It's pulling on it, and that's annoying. Can you just move? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yeah, do the pastel. I don't have any more of the pastel. I've run out of it. I can't do it. Yes. Oh no, I just made a mistake. What did I do? What did I do? I was looking at the chat and I accidentally chose the wrong bass string to make a knot on. So that was a fail. Yeah. But yeah, someone asked if I'm putting this in the wrap-up. If I get it done for the wrap-up, then yeah. I still, like, after I finish the tail, I still need to make a whole bunch of the background rows. And the background rows are kind of depressing to make because it's just the same thing over and over and over and over again. I usually do it while I'm watching something, but still, like, it's really... it just takes a while, so I don't know. But, hopefully. Who is your favorite music artist? I don't really have one. I do like Panic at the Disco though. How long is the stream? The stream has been going on for 2 hours and 30 minutes. I've been here the whole time. Oh, thank you. It's good to know. Derek's siblings would be a Triceratops. Is that? I thought it was a Stegosaurus. Is that a Triceratops? Background rows are kind of fun though. Like, they're fun for the first, like, 2, 3 maybe. But then after you do, like, 50 of them... I mean, I don't think I'm doing 50 of them. There's only... Still, like, I think there's 3 centimeters of it at the top. So it's still quite a few. But yeah. I'm listening to you while I'm doing my schoolwork. Well, that's awesome. That's awesome to know. Oh, I didn't mention, I'm hopefully going to Prague in a week. Is it a week from now? Soon. I bought a ticket to go see my sister in Prague. What day is it? Yeah, in just about a week. I got a ticket to visit my sister. Well, she doesn't necessarily live in Prague. She lives in like a village around Prague. But I'm flying into Prague, which is why I'm saying that. But yeah, I'm going to visit my sister. I haven't seen her in... Well, not that long, actually. She came to visit me in London not that long ago. Like, right before coronavirus hit. She came to visit me. I'm going to visit her now. It's my turn. They recently moved. They have a new flat, so I'm going to go see the new flat. I'm going to meet everyone from his side of the family and her new husband, I mean. So yeah, it's going to be a fun time. Hopefully it's not that bad in terms of, like, coronavirus and everything. Like, we're not supposed to, because, like, cases, I assume, are getting lower, and they've lowered restrictions in Europe, so we're actually able to go visit each other with no restrictions, and I'm not supposed to, like, quarantine or anything. 1, 2, 3, where am I? 1, 2, 3. I need to make another one of these. Okay, another row exactly like this. So they've lowered the restrictions, so I'm actually able to go visit her and not have to quarantine while I'm there, and then not have to quarantine when I go back. So yeah, it's good, and hopefully my ticket doesn't get cancelled, and I actually do get to see her. Is that a T-Rex? I think it is. I'm from Prague. Well, good to know. I'm gonna come visit your city soon. I'll be there in a week. We're mostly gonna be in, like, the village, but we're gonna go to Prague as well, and just chill out a little bit. You missed my highlighted message. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Let me scroll back up. What did you say? You inspired me to try to make an alpha. Before I started, I watched all of your alpha tutorials. That's awesome. I hope you have a great time making alphas. Alphas are awesome bracelets to make. So hopefully you enjoy it. I've learned a new technique where you put a loop in the alpha bracelet, like after the beginning of it. I absolutely love it because it's great for keychains and bookmarks. I think making a tutorial for it would be amazing, but of course, if you don't want to, no worries. Send it to me on Instagram, because I'm not actually sure if I know what you mean. Does anybody have any advice? My bracelet is looking pretty good. The rows are pretty straight, but then after a few rows, I started to see a tilt in one direction, and I don't know why. It depends on what kind of bracelet you're doing. Sometimes that happens with normal patterns just because of the pattern structure. For example, like a candy stripe, there is no way that you can not have it tilt because that's just the structure of the bracelet. That's just how it is. But it could also be due to the fact that you're making forward knots different to backward knots. So maybe it could be down to practice. I'm not sure. Masha, my sister wanted to know, do you still have her cat picture? I know you probably do, but she just asked. If you sent it to me in a letter, then I still have it. I have a box full of stuff that people have sent me. It's actually just to the right of me. It's like right there. So if it was like a Polaroid picture that you sent in a letter, then yeah. I definitely have it. I need some water. Because Thomas, I don't know how you spell his name is spelt exactly like that, but without the H. Put you as Bracelet Queen, you should put him as Cookie Monster, Cookie Maker. I will do that, yeah. He is currently named a rude word, standing for... Well, I'm not gonna say it. He's currently named a rude word in my messenger. Because off camera, I am not the very Cleanest speaking of people. I start school in 14 days and I have so many emotions. Hopefully good ones. Hopefully good ones. Good luck. And I hope you have fun. Starting school is a weird and exciting process. People are using my face in the chat and that's so weird. That's so weird and I like it. Can you do a raid? I don't know how to. I need to Google. I don't know. Wait, Thomas is on here? No, just someone asked a question about Thomas. Thomas doesn't really come to my live streams. He's currently in the gym anyway, so. Can you do a raid? I don't know how! I don't know how. I would love to. I'm gonna Google it, so next stream I will do a raid, but I don't know how. I wish it was a Polaroid actually. She drew you a cat picture. Oh, I remember that one. Yeah, I remember that one. Yeah, that one is in my box as well. I remember. What is a raid? A raid is when a streamer sends their viewers to someone else, but I need to figure out how to do it. Oh, someone redeemed a follow me on Instagram. I will take a picture of that in just a sec. Let me do that. Every single person that I took a picture of for the Instagram follows today on stream, I will follow you after the stream. If I don't follow you within 24 hours after the stream has finished, just drop me a message on Instagram or wherever to remind me. But hopefully I won't forget. First, let your viewers know you're going to start a raid, and then share a chat message that you want your viewers to paste in the channel when they arrive. To start a raid, type /raid followed by the name of the channel that you want to raid. Ooh, okay. Thank you for letting me know. Thank you for letting me know. I don't know who to raid though. Who are we raiding? I don't really know anybody who streams on Twitch. You know? I need to figure that out. The only people that I watch on Twitch is like Plumbella, who does Sims videos, but she streams she's more of a variety streamer. I don't know if she's live right now, but we could raid her. Although she probably won't notice because she has a very, very huge. Her streams are watched by like thousands of people at a time, so I don't think she will notice. But maybe we could if she's live. But I don't know anyone else's streams. That's just the only person that really comes to mind. Have you ever watched ASMR? When it was big, I watched it because I was curious about it, but I was never really into it. Someone wanted me to do an ASMR bracelet video, and I want to do that, but I need to buy a mic for that. I'm actually considering buying a mic. I'm not considering, I'm actively looking for a microphone to buy. For the Twitch stream, so when I actually do purchase that eventually, I will maybe film an ASMR bracelet thing. What is her name? Her name is Jessie, I think, right? Yeah, I think she is. I've been following her for a while. She does really, but she's Plumbella on YouTube. I really like her. Maybe raid a streamer who's doing a charity stream. Yeah, but the thing is, I need to find them while I'm on stream. I don't know. If you guys can find someone, that would be great. Like, we can raid whoever. But I can't really find someone while I'm streaming, you know what I mean? Start raid. To start the raid, I need to go. Do you want me to leave? I don't want to leave yet. I'm having fun. Although, to be fair, I'm actually going to leave relatively soon because it's been like 2.5 hours. But still, I'm still enjoying my time here. I don't want to leave just now. Sorry I wasn't paying attention. What is a raid? A raid is when someone sends their viewers to someone else. So when I finish the stream, I can raid another channel on Twitch. And you guys can go and you guys can say, oh, we're raiding your channel. Masha not sent us. Blah, blah, blah. Don't leave, I love this. Well, I'm gonna leave relatively soon. Within the next 20, 30 minutes. Something like that. 15-30, I'd say. But not right now. But yeah, if you guys could ask me some questions to keep the conversation going. Like, I had some things I wanted to talk about, but I completely forgot everything that I was gonna talk about on the stream because I ended up ranting for like an hour. So, yeah. Maybe if you guys can ask me some questions, I could sort of bounce off of that. How do I get points to redeem a follow? So, you get points by watching the stream. So, As long as you're watching the stream while you're logged in, you are getting points. And then once you have enough points, you can redeem them for a follow. So good to catch you live, Masha. I haven't since June because I was working so often now. Good to see you. Thank you for coming. I'm glad you managed to catch me live. It's good to see you. Show the back. I will once I finish this row. Do you guys have fast food in the UK? Of course we do. Fast food is available basically anywhere. How long did you do ballet and in which country? I did it in the UK, although I had Russian teachers, which was actually really fun. How long did I do it? Ooh, several years. But I don't remember, like maybe 4, something like that. I did ballet for a while. I used to be able to do splits, and now I can't. This is what the back currently looks like. I think it looks really nice. Do you want to meet somewhere? Would love to meet you. Oh, I would love to do a meetup actually, but I don't know if I should because of coronavirus and everything. Like, if I was just visiting Prague in a normal situation, I'd probably do it. I don't think there's a lot of people in Prague or in the Czech Republic in general who are followers of mine, but I would love to do a meetup. But I don't know, like coronavirus, it's not good. Like, I don't want to risk infecting anybody, and I don't know. Plus, I think, like, basically, I'm only going to be there for about a week, and, like, every single day is basically already accounted for. My sister has come up with, like, a huge elaborate plan of what we're going to be doing for the entire time I'm there, so I don't know if I'll even have the chance to, but I would love to, honestly. Do you ever go to America? I was there last year. I actually wanted to go this year again. I have family in Florida, but coronavirus, so... You know, I didn't go. The black thread is so fluffy. It is. It is really fluffy. Are you gonna show everyone's monthly submission, or will you just pop a few pics like back in March? It's gonna be like back in March. I'm not gonna be able to show everyone's submissions. I only was able to do that because I had videos separate for the challenges, and since I'm not doing that anymore, and since it's gonna be in the wrap-up, I'm not really able to show everyone because there's quite a few. For the past... Imagine if you said, hello, my name is Masha Rants, and today I'm going to be ranting about... We can do that for, like, a separate video at some point. That can be my intro for that video. For the past hour, I've been trying to start a bracelet, and I've had so many mistakes. I had a frog in it. I'm finally starting. I can relate to that. That has happened to me quite a lot. But I'm glad that you finally started. Someone submitted an Animal Crossing streamer that only has 20 viewers. Ooh. I'm gonna just copy that. Can I? How do I? There we go. Sorry, I was just reading. Have you ever done some fandom bracelets like Marvel, DC, The Big Bang Theory, The Office, or something like that? I did a couple of One Piece bracelets for One Piece. Because Stefan was really into One Piece when we were first dating, and I watched it because of him. But I don't think... Not really. I really enjoy a lot of different shows, but I was really never into, like, the fandom side of it. I was never a part of any fandom, even though I enjoy quite a lot of shows and stuff. Corona says no, exactly. That's kind of what happened. Meet and greet in the future. I really want to do one, yeah. I really want to do one in London as well. Like, if Corona hadn't happened, I probably would have done one this summer. Like, I would have done a meetup in London with my English followers. Because people are really surprised when I say this, but, like, I've never met anyone. I haven't met a single follower. Like, I'm gonna hit 100k soon, and I haven't met a single person, and that's kind of sad. I want to meet you guys. Like, I really do. So if you ever see me out and about, do not hesitate to come say hi. I would love to meet you. And then you can be the first person I've ever met. Oh, did I just... Oh, I snatched it out. Oh, that's so annoying. But yeah, I wanted to do a meet and greet. I actually started even planning one. I started planning of what we could do. I thought we could do maybe like a bracelet workshop or something, but it never happened. Come to Hampshire, we have Tories. Coronavirus says no. Honestly, like, I don't want to do it during coronavirus. Like, I don't want to be one of those YouTubers who, like, has a party during coronavirus. Go have fun, but wear a mask. Masks don't... Like, it's better to just not gather than to gather with masks, you know what I mean? So, Do you want to go to Canada? I do. I want to go to so many places, honestly, but I am a student. Well, I'm not anymore, I guess. I just finished university. I don't have a job yet, probably, so I can't really do that. I'm not rich to go visit all the places in the world, but I do want to. You have family all over the world. I do. I have family in Florida. I have family in the Czech Republic, which is my sister. I have family in Russia. I have family in Georgia, which is the country and not the state. Where else? I have some family in Latvia, but I don't really know them. I just know that they exist. Are you gonna do any of the other rainbow dinosaurs? Yes, we're gonna do a Derek collection. We had Russian teachers and actually one English one as well in ballet. That's awesome. How do I get to do the challenge of the month patterns? If you watch the challenge, I mean, it's best right now. It's best for you to wait until the next wrap up. Honestly, I'm going to announce the next challenge in the wrap up. So if you haven't started the monthly challenge, probably just don't bother because I'm actually going to close it in like 2 or 3 days. But yeah, in the next wrap up video, I'm gonna announce the next challenge and you can join. All right, someone is doing a charity stream. Okay, I'm gonna take I'm gonna copy that and potentially raid this person. Let me actually find them on Twitch first. I'm actually gonna leave relatively soon, so I'm gonna find them on Twitch now to check. Elias V. Ooh. Alright, yeah, we could do that. It's a charity stream, confirmed. I took a copy of that, so when I leave I will do that. Can you do another video of you moderating in the future? I really want to do that, yeah. At some point I will. We've actually been really low. Like, they've added a couple new moderators and the number of patterns has been really, really low, so that's awesome. That also means I can't really do live moderating sessions anymore or filming videos. How's the merch coming? Ooh, it's still in development. Hopefully I'm still on track to release it for 100k. Ooh, what am I? Did I do something wrong? I did something wrong. Hopefully I'm still on track to release it for 100k, but yeah, progress is being made. Once the corona is over, I would love to go to a meetup. That would be awesome. Honestly, yeah, I really want to do that. Like, I'm really excited. If I saw you in real life, I'd probably ask for an autograph or a picture with you. That is really cool, but also really weird to me. I mean, I'd love to take pictures with you guys. That's awesome, but it's just really weird that people want to do that. I don't know. Yeah, do that. Come up to me. Say hi. I would take a picture with you. You should do a meetup in Ireland. I'd totally go to see you. I've never been to Ireland. I really want to go. That sounds fun. I need to scroll down. This past week I've been finishing bracelets that I previously started. My bracelets used to be looser and then they got tighter, so I didn't finish those bracelets. But now that my knots are looser, I managed to finish them. Also, do you remember me from previous streams? I live near London and would love to meet up with you. Yeah, I can definitely relate to the whole tension changing. What am I doing, actually? Oh no, I'm doing everything correctly. That's fine. I can definitely relate to the whole tension changing. That has happened to me multiple times. And yeah, thank you for joining the stream again. And I would love to meet up with you too. If I ever do a live stream, you should definitely come. Not a live stream, a meetup. You should definitely come. Where'd you get the multicolored string from? This is from an Etsy shop called Amy Rose Jewelry Supply. If you look at the rainbow post that I did on my Instagram, I actually tag their Instagram, so you can find them there if you want. Oh, someone redeemed to follow me on Instagram. Let me take a quick pic of that. There we go. Let me scroll down. How much longer are you going to stream? I'm going to leave in a bit, because it's been 2.5 hours, and I'm tired. Zoom meet and greet. Oh, that scares me. I don't know why. Maybe at some point. How about a Zoom bracelet workshop? Maybe at some point. I don't know. That kind of scares me. Alright, I just answered that question. I need to scroll way back down. I'm so close to modifying one of your emotes. Ooh. I have no idea what that means. Like, I've seen it as a perk, but I don't know how it works. It's gonna be fun. Do you still follow people when on live? No, I don't do it on the live. I'm gonna do it after the live. I take pictures of people redeeming the thing, so I have their accounts in my camera roll. And then after the stream, I'm gonna go and follow everyone. So if I don't follow you within 24 hours after the stream, let me know. It would be awesome if you could just guide me to the page where I could spend a few days just accepting all your friend requests on Bracerbook. If you can figure out some way I could do that without being a security risk, let me know. No, I wouldn't want you to do that. There's like I think how many? Oh, I can actually have it up on screen. 4,590 friend requests right now. I really don't want to force you to do that. But yeah, I don't think there's any way I can let you access my account without letting you access the moderation tool. So I don't think that can happen anyway. Masha, I bought this from this Etsy shop, Waxy Craft. They make wax melts for candle holders. Ooh. They're free to ship around the UK and they're so kind. I definitely recommend. They smell amazing. I need to check it out. I've been really into candles. I actually completely finished my Yankee candle, which I am incredibly surprised about. I didn't expect that to happen. But I'm glad. Alright, I'm gonna finish this row and I'm gonna go because it's been 2.5 hours and I'm starting to get super hungry. So we're gonna go raid this Twitch streamer that someone recommended. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go onto their stream. If you guys like their stream, you can stay, hang out. If you don't like it, you can also leave. It doesn't really matter that much. But we're gonna raid the stream. We're gonna put in their chat. What should we put in their chat? Raided by Masha Knots? I don't know. I'm not really that creative at the moment. Just maybe let's start with that. Maybe for the next raid we'll think that. Can't speak. Maybe for the next raid we will think of something more creative. But for this raid at the moment, maybe we should just do raided by Masha Knots. So if you go onto our leader sent us. I'm gonna put their username in the chat in just a second. But it's a charity stream, so if you feel like sticking around donating to charity, you can also do that in their stream. But yeah, if you just go on their stream and say raided by Masha Knots and just overflow their chat for a short while, I think that would be really nice, and I don't know, make them happy for a little bit. So we're gonna go do that, and I'm gonna leave. How do I do that? Okay, let me quickly just Google. Someone told me in the chat already, but I don't remember how to raid. How to raise a hand in Zoom? No, how to raid on Twitch. There we go. What is a raid? A raid is when someone sends their Twitch followers to another Twitch channel. So that's what we're gonna do now. I'm finishing. I'm finishing now. Okay, type /raid followed by the channel name that you want to raid the channel. Only you and your channel editors can start a raid this way. After you type raid, you will see a pinned message with a 10-second countdown. After 10 seconds, you can click raid now to execute the raid. If you don't click it, alright. Alright, let's do that. / Okay, let me try. I'm typing in Russian. Type in English, please. So yeah, go onto the channel and say raided by Masha Knots. And have fun, you guys. Thank you for coming to the stream. I had a great time. Hopefully you have a good time on the other stream as well. You'll stick around if you feel like it. And yeah, I'm gonna upload this onto YouTube afterwards. So if you didn't miss it, if you missed it, a part of it, then you can watch it after. So I'm gonna raid them now. Their name is Elias V. And you should say raided by Masha Knots. That's all you should say. Thank you for coming, and I hope you have a good time. Right, people are ready. Why can't I not click raid now? There we go. There we go.